Hello, hi guys, welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. We are back with another episode, try being consistent for a while now. We've hit 559 subscribers. We're almost there to 600 subscribers. Let's try to hit it maybe end of the month. We are back to reality, like how the thumbnail says, Premier League football. After 3 days of great UCL nights, European nights, and you could see in Conference League if you are a Chelsea fan. We're back to the reality that the Premier League is being run by the PGM world. Very disappointing, yet what we have to do is still show our support for our team. So let me call upon today's guest, Salman. Not guest, actually, a panelist, Salman. Yeah, man, how are you?
I
Yeah. 3 crazy days. Arsenal doing a great thing against Madrid. Then you have the Europa League matches where there was beef between United. Tottenham doing their Tottenham shenanigans and Chelsea. I mean, not surprisingly, doing well in the Conference League. How was your day?
yeah, yesterday's matches were pretty good. Yeah,
Hmm.
I guess I watched the Tottenham versus Frankfurt highlights, and I kind of agree with Ange that the footballing luck is not with them this season
Hmm. Hmm.
because on any other day they should have won that match at least 5-1 or 4-1. Yeah, they had so many chances and hit the post many times too.
Hmm. Hmm.
So but I think it's going to be tough now for them because going to Frankfurt and winning is going to be difficult. So
Hmm.
I I don't want them to win a trophy, them or United, but I would like them. I would like them two to face each other in a tie. Yeah,
And that would, I mean, if that was supposed to happen, it would be happening in a final only, right? So, I mean, if it
yeah.
is the case,
Oh,
uh,
I didn't. I don't know. They're in the separate brackets.
yeah, they're in like
Ah,
they're on the two sides of the tie. So if they were
then
to
doesn't
meet, it
matter.
has to be in the final, and we do not
No,
want
no.
either Tottenham or like United to
Yeah.
win it. It would honestly be
I
horrible.
feel United has a more chance because going
Hmm.
to Old Trafford, coming to Old Trafford and then winning, it's possible. Mostly they would
Hmm.
win,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
think.
Hmm.
And Spurs going away, yeah, it's going to be difficult.
Right,
You know,
right.
Frankfurt, how difficult they are to beat.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Well, football is a community that brings people from different parts of the world with different parts of culture as one and supporting their team. And that is what this channel is about, bringing the football community more reachable and more accessible at the same time, have light banter and to have great opinions. So for that, a person reached out to me saying that he thinks he has a nice opinion that he wants to share with the people out there. So this is a platform for him, and let's introduce him to our channel today. Hey
Hey
Aryan,
guys,
how are
hey,
you?
how you doing? Hey guys, hi.
Yeah, so give us a small introduction of who you are, what you have done so far, and what's your
Sure,
social media presence so that we can give you a shout out as well.
sure. So social media, my name's Aryan, and I haven't really put my name out there. My name's on Twitter. I'm available by the name Tosa Dera, and like my takes are a bit on the skeptical side. I would say that I'm a skeptic more than I'm a positive guy because it's been a while since I've seen a trophy. So and I would much rather have something in the kitty. So
Right.
that's one thing. That's one thing. About me personally, I'm 21. I'm 21. I come from Kolkata. I've been in Bangalore for the past 5 years, and Arsenal. I've been supporting Arsenal since I was 13 years old, like 12, 13. Early in high school when you start in 6 or 7, when you actually start playing football. That is when you gradually start getting introduced to these big Premier League clubs. And for me, Arsenal was always the one because. I fell in love with Aaron Ramsey before anyone else. Like for me, there was no for me the highlight was always Aaron Ramsey, and I'm a huge fan of diminutive forwards or midfielders, and that's why I rep Trossard more often than not. So I think he's the unsung hero for the team right now. So
Well, yeah.
that's all about me. That's all about me. I have just recently graduated out of college as well, so my
Hmm.
opinions are a bit feisty in some opinions, but still, I think I might mingle well with you guys. So, yeah, that's all
Yeah.
about me.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. So you said you are from Kolkata, right? By any chance, do you
Yeah.
watch sorry, Calcutta? Am I pronouncing
Yes,
it
yes,
properly?
Calcutta. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
Calcutta.
That's fine. Yeah, both
Uh,
are fine.
any chance you watch the IPL as well?
Yes, I do. I've been supporting KKR for the last 13, 14 years. Like ever since I can remember me being like me walking, I can support KKR. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
thing.
yeah. And looks like you're doing really, really well like in CSK. 89, 81 for 9. It's brilliant, man.
I'll be very honest. I don't really follow cricket that much. I used to when I was in
Mm,
high school, but I think in college it was more about like after 11 and 12, the tastes
mm,
get refined. Some cricket folks go to Formula One. Some cricket folks
mm,
start watching UFC, and like some transition into football. So yeah, I think my
mm.
journey was more around football. So yeah, that's one thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Right. So
Yeah.
let's get into football. This week has been instrumental for Arsenal, especially for the fact that when we played against Everton, things were not looking right because we wanted momentum like we wanted momentum when we were getting into playing Real Madrid. And before the match, there were a lot of nerves from fans, from a lot of pundits as well. We're looking at the team's confidence, the way Saka had his press conference, or the way Arteta had his press conference. It looked very encouraging, right? And then we did a huge thing, beating Madrid not by 2 goal deficit, but a 3 goal deficit. I know it's Madrid. It's never safe to have even a 9 goal deficit against them. There's always the chance of them scoring the 10th goal against you and like winning the tie. But yeah, it is what it is. And then we had Inter beating Bayern in the last minute. Then you had Barca doing their usual thing. In spite of being fatigued or in spite of being tired, they still managed to score 4 goals. Then you have the PSG. The PSG was Aston Villa result, which was like a 2-1 goal lead would have been still fine for Aston Villa. I mean, at least the way they played, it looked like they were playing. They've gone there to just get a draw or like to get its maximum have 1 goal deficit against them. But a 3-1 lead might be slightly off. So yeah, and now we are back to the Premier League. What are your whole thoughts regarding the entire weekend? Any like specific things that you want to talk about?
So Salman, do you want to go first, and then can I go?
No, no, we're asking you, Aryan.
Okay, you're asking. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, about the weekend, I think Arsenal's performance. I don't wanna. I don't like ruining the spirit here, but I think we were a tad bit lucky because if there was no Declan Rice, there would have been no 3-0 deficit. Let's not get very ahead of ourselves. Declan Rice, I think, and see the thing about Declan Rice is these free kicks have been coming. It's like we saw him taking free kicks against Everton as well, right? So this guy has been trying to do stuff over the weeks prior, and this when against Real Madrid it all clicked. Like both of the free kicks, both of them on the top corner, so like brilliant to him. But let's be very fair. Let's be very fair. 3-0 deficit. We are not prime Barca. It wasn't happening if both free kicks were not there. So that is one thing. Other, I think Aston Villa, PSG are a team that is over the moon right now. I think the way that they took I think I'll be very honest, when I was seeing that match as well, when Morgan Rogers scored the goal, I pretty much thought that it's going to be 2-0 Aston Villa and PSG are going to lose. But the moment Desire Due scores a goal and then they start a comeback, like even Quaradona scores a goal. So like that team is I think they're very composed. They are very confident right now. And they know that as a team, they're gelling very well and they have a manager. I mean, they have a manager who has done miracles of himself in the past. So, like Luis Enrique as a manager, he has nothing to prove. He was great with Spain. He was great with Barca. He has been great in the past. So just with PSG, he's gelling around as a team. So these two results, Bayern versus Inter was, I think, a 50-50 game. Like something that 50-50. Fratesi, the last minute, he scored a goal, but the whole game had a 1-1 draw written all over it by my standards actually. And the Barca and Dortmund game, well, Barca are in the form of their lives. I don't think I have seen a Barca side this good since I watched the 2011-12 highlights. Even when Messi was there, even when Suarez was up top with Coutinho, and like if you guys remember the 3-0 match that they won at the Camp Nou against Liverpool, that game was also nice, but that was mainly due to Messi, Messi having his star power. But this time you have Rafinha, this time you have Yamal as well. And I don't know how Lewandowski is doing it at 36, 37, but I mean, as long as he has the spirit. So all four results, I would say that the only result that truly encapsulated key through that truly outshined was the Arsenal and Real Madrid game. Like for me, it was, I think it Real Madrid had a higher edge, but at the same time Arsenal won. Rest of the results, I don't think that I saw that huge of a 50-50 thing, because Bayern and Inter, we always know that it was going to be a 50-50. Aston Villa, PSG always had the upper hand on them, and Barca, Dortmund have not been in a good form all season. So yeah, that would be my take for the this round of the quarterfinals.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I'm starting to understand the kind of opinions that you could have, but we'll go on that. We'll take a few comments and then we'll continue. Cool. Um, Gary, I waited for you on Wednesday. I have waited for you. This bro is a Real Madrid fan. For context, when we streamed on Monday, every 10 minutes he would put up a comment saying that, oh, Valverde said this, oh, Valverde did that, oh, Valverde almost signed for you guys, oh, Mbappe almost did this, oh, Mbappe did that. And when we were streaming on Wednesday, I was hoping, I was hoping that this bro come on stream because I was ready. Because Valverde was not effective. Mbappe missed a lot of chances. Vinicius was not even seen for most of the game, right? So I was like, yeah, I know. Congratulations, brother, for the win. Thank you so much for that. But I was waiting for you on Wednesday. But again, it's Madrid. We still have a second leg to go. Hey, broski, how are you, man? Parth is another panelist who generally comes, but today is a little bit busy, so that we're just joining us through comments. I hope we win back in the second leg. It's at nope, nope, no, 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 nope. Ainsley was spot on with the BKL comment. Man, Liverpool was spotlight one. Okay, I do not know what is the context for this. Anyone of you knows?
I wrote
I think yes. Yeah, yeah.
in my, like, what is that called? The
The
comment.
caption under
Yeah, the
yeah,
caption under my, that Liverpool
right.
bottle it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ainsley, he's a Barca fan. We missed Gary on the Champions League stream. Yeah, we definitely did miss Gary. Uh, Gary did his best to scare us in the pre-match stream. I kid you not, man. I kid you not. Like, yeah, like it genuinely got so scary that before the match, I puked. After halftime, I puked. It's only after Rice scored his first goal when I like started like breathe and be like fine. Gary, yeah, congratulations, Parth, bro. Trust me, Gary, you are a good person for sure, but definitely on Wednesday we were hoping that you were there so that we could like take out all our frustration from what the hell you've been saying all week. But yeah, you know what? Let's talk about the Arsenal versus Madrid game. Are there things that were like you said we were like kind of lucky to get away because of the Declan goal and Mourinho's goal, right? I sort of agree and I see your point because in the first half he created I think 3 to 4 chances and none of them were scored or even like tested, right? I think two were like from Saka's side and two were from the this thing Martinelli's side. And second half, we ended up scoring 2 free kicks and a Merino goal. What are some things that are still cagey and you want that to be addressed when we play Madrid next week?
So, in my opinion, I think, like, let's be very, very fair. I think I kind of see, like, for me personally, I kind of see Marino as a weak link, because though he has been scoring some goals, I think that the hold up play is much more stronger when we have Kai Havertz in the team. But Havertz is injured, unfortunately, so that's obviously one chance. So that is one issue where I would see ki if Marino could, Marino has already been dropping deep, so that's not an issue. He's not dropping deep, but I think that if Trossard is made to play a bit more centrally, like I think you guys both remember that in the 23-24 season, we both like we all remember when Trossard was popping up with all those last minute goals, last minute assists. So at that time, I saw him play very centrally as well, and the thing when he Trossard does his best when he is kind of playing as a left winger, but he's allowed much more freedom to go through the middle as well. So Trossard is not a Saka kind of a player. He can't really hug the touchline and play really that much. So that's one thing where I would like the things to be addressed. Again, it's not the biggest of priorities for us because the team as a whole gelled very nicely against Madrid. I have virtually I should have zero complaints, but that is one thing where I see key if if we are playing a left back such as Miles Lewis Kelly, who's already trying to get up on the field, let's say that we allow Trossard the freedom to go through the middle as well. I think Marino will have much more support, and in the place of let's say one goal which was created because that like I think that shot was a great shot. That shot is one of the fastest reaction shots that I've seen all season from any of our players. But still I think he would do much better if we have one more guy on the middle to support him on that side. So that's one thing that I would love to be addressed.
Sorry, fair enough. Salu, do you want to add something?
No, not really. I could see it like Trossard playing, but I think what we have to understand is like Merino. He gives a lot of physical presence to our team,
Hmm.
and that's where we are trying to dominate Real Madrid. Because if you see the Real Madrid lineup, they are mostly made of players who are, I won't say weak, but they are not as physically imposing as the Arsenal lineup.
Hmm.
And we could see that, even with Miles kind of bodying Rodrigo
Hmm.
and Saka being strong and Merino also. And I feel Merino has that calmness on the ball. I do like Trossard a lot, but Trossard has a tendency to sometimes lose the ball in dangerous positions, and I think that's something because he tries. It's not because he gives away the ball, but he tries some different things at times. So I think maybe that might not be the best thing to have when we are going to the Bernabeu. I think it's something maybe it's good to play a bit more cautious. I'm not saying play defensive, but I think we need to be cautious, not to give away the ball. We need to get past the first 15-20 minutes and not concede. And I think, but I could see Trossard popping up late on in the being a sub. I think I do still think Saka, Martinelli are not 100% fit. So obviously Trossard will play a role. Yeah, so, but yeah, I guess. But honestly, it's I think it's like it's just good to have options tactically, and I think that should help us get through the leg. Yeah.
Right. Um, for the second leg, I actually wouldn't mind starting Trossard or Martinelli. Why? Because I know we need to be there to like defend. At the same time, I wouldn't want us to like risk getting a yellow card because from what I've read, I think even Salman brought up in a group chat that we are part of. So he said that we can still accumulate yellow cards, which will affect us in the second leg, which will affect us in the semi-finals, right? And Trossard is not a bad option to start, to be fair. And I know that Valverde could start as a right back. Could he start as a right back? I think he'll start as a right back itself, right? Do they have any other right back? I don't think they have.
Vasquez, if they want to put
Vasquez
Valverde
is
in the midfield,
I mean,
I could probably see that happening because they got a overrun in midfield,
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
with
exactly. So
Modric.
I would still start like Trossard because he's still lethal. At the same time, he's not defensively bad as well. At least I would start him initially, and then if he still look like we need to do something more, and maybe by mistake, or it looks most probably if Madrid like score a first goal and a second goal, and we still need that pace to like make sure that they're on the back foot. Maybe then I would bring on Martinelli as well, but I can genuinely see changes being done for the second leg. Not wholesome, not a whole lot of changes, but like one or two tactical changes to make sure that we're still on the front foot. At the same time, we're defending well. Because when we need Martinelli to like defend, the chance of him getting a yellow card is a lot more than when he's just trying to attack and defend. I don't know. I don't have any stats to back it up, but I've kind of noticed that. Right, because he tries to like overdo his defensive duties, and sometimes he can get that yellow card, which we can't afford to do that, especially when we could play a fast team, a pace-based team like PSG or Aston Villa if we get through Real Madrid. I mean, yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, that. Any other opinions that you want to share regarding that game or like in the upcoming game when we're going to play Brentford in the weekend, basically tomorrow, right? Yeah, basically tomorrow in India, very soon. Any thoughts on the Arsenal versus Brentford game?
So be very very honest. I just want them to, even if it's a draw. I mean, I know it's a fair thing. It's not a very fair thing to say because
Mhm.
we have not seen a title for the last 20 years. And
Mm,
you would still theoretically want to fight for titles, but
mm,
still, I would say that it makes much more sense to play Zinchenko at left back, or if
mm,
needed, play him a centre midfielder. Give some minutes to Butler Odeji as well, like up front. See if he can play. Sterling
mm,
starts. So these are specific changes. If you want, you can rest Raya as well. You can play Neto for a game or two. So these are like obvious changes that anyone would want basically on that side. But
mhm,
uh, on the Brentford game as well, I think the thing about Brentford every season for the past 3 years has been
mm,
Brentford as a team was very unpredictable. Like
mm,
they are very unpredictable, and they are one of the, like, statistically they are one of the fastest teams in transition across the whole. After I think they just after Liverpool, they are the only team that are the best in transition for, and I think that is the way that Thomas Frank has positioned his
mm,
forwards as well. So
mm,
if we play, let's say that if we play Ben White at centre back or right back, that should hold up the issue. Kivior, I'm not sure if Kivior is going to play, but I think if Calafiori gets fit, then he'll have a few minutes. Tierney might start, Zinchenko might start. So these are obvious changes that I think should be incorporated. One funny interaction that I think that we should have is that do you guys think that Arteta will go full defensive against
mm. No,
Real Madrid,
no.
or do you think, because the reason why I asked this is,
Mm,
see, mid season when we were playing the first
mm,
time this season when we played Man City, we were
mm.
2-1 up, right? We were 2-1 up,
Yeah.
and then
Mm,
at that moment, I couldn't believe my eyes that I was seeing 11 players in the whole box. Like, I
mm.
saw that Saka was playing left back, and
10, 10,
Saka
10.
was playing right back. There were 10 folks back there, and
Mm,
10 folks back there, Ryan goal obviously. So like 10 folks back up, and then you have the whole team. They're just pushing the ball away. Like, it was fun to watch. I wouldn't say that it's a bad thing. It was fun to watch, but this time there's an obvious proposition, right? We're 3-0 up.
mm,
I mean, even if we concede one to
mm,
anything, wrong goes wrong, we can
mm,
still come back, have some fun, pass the
mm,
ball around. Do you
mm.
think this strategy should be in place? I want to ask you guys these things. So, yeah.
I probably showed my opinion with my facial expressions, but I'll let Salu speak first and then we
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Sure,
I
sure.
don't I don't think he will go over defensive. Like they see this, like you need to understand what is overly defensive mean, because if you say that we have a good structure, yeah, we will, because Madrid struggle to have a break low to mid blocks. We saw that. If you say if you look at the Atletico Madrid game, and if you see it in a very you don't look at it in a nuanced way. You can say Atletico Madrid were overly defensive against Madrid, which was not the case actually. They had a game plan to nullify their attack, and I think we could do something similar where we play a good low to mid block and nullify Real Madrid, because they play best with space around them. But does that mean we will not attack on our own? I don't think that, to be honest. I do think that Real Madrid opening up the game will allow us to attack too. And I think we would be dumb not to exploit those spaces which will be given by Real Madrid. I don't remember the last game Real Madrid have kept a clean sheet, be it at home or away. So, to then not exploit that weakness, which is an obvious weakness in their team,
Mm,
would be detrimental, just because you think it's Real Madrid. Like, you
right.
remove the name tag from
Yeah.
the team and play the team. I think this Real Madrid, home or away, is beatable. I
Mm,
don't believe in like aura and stadium things. You play the game, you play the team, and yeah, if you see the game with City lost, Chelsea lost,
mm,
Real Madrid capitalize on moments. It's not because of some mythical thing that they lose or
mm,
that they have beaten. Like, you capitalize on moments and you win. Like you said that we were kind of lucky to beat, not lucky. You said we couldn't win
Yeah,
3-0 if not for the Declan Rice moments.
yeah.
But
mm,
I don't see it that way. I see it that an individual player took the moment in the time. That's what Real Madrid keep doing to other teams. I don't remember when Real Madrid tactically beat someone. Like they don't generally tactically outclass anyone. They mostly capitalize on moments. So
Mm,
yeah, I do think that if we play a similar level of game for the first leg, in the second leg, yes, obviously Real Madrid will improve because they were very bad in the first leg. So
mm,
yeah, I do think that even if we lose, we will not lose by enough goals to
mm.
overturn the tie. Yeah,
True,
yeah.
true. I don't know. What I think is that you guys watched the match, right? So for the first almost 35 minutes, it was very passive. It came to a point where even in the game you could watch Partey look at two midfielders right there, and none of them were pressing. There was even Raya with the ball, and none of them were pressing. Right? It came to a point like, I'll stand here, you stand there, we'll do whatever you want. Right? Only after like the 35th minute or something did we have made it press us, and that's when the game started to open up. That's when this one, Vinicius and Mbappe were like slightly more effective. Thank God that Mbappe didn't get a shot off properly and didn't score anything, but the game was starting to open up there. So, do I see Arsenal being overly defensive? Hell no. Because if we go overly defensive, I don't think it's going to be game that we could win. There's a chance of us conceding than just being. If you're being too defensive, probably the chance of them being all over us and trying to score is a lot more, right? Because their attacking prowess is pretty good. We can't deny that. Yes, they had an off game last match and we capitalized on like three moments. But that is what is UCL, right? Sometimes not even the best tactics win you the game, is the best moments that win you the games. It
Exactly.
happened like when Madrid won against Liverpool few seasons back. It happened even when City won, right? Inter were all over City, but it was that one moment where Foden had that insane half turn, put in the ball, and then goal from Rodri, right? So I do believe that we should not be overly defensive. At the same time, we should be at the best defensive positions, at the best
Hmm.
mentality as well.
Yeah,
When it
that's what
comes,
I meant. Like you need to have good structure. It's not like overly attacking and not having structure, and overly defensive and not having attacking structure is both are recipes to lose.
true, true. That's what I
Hmm.
think. Yeah, I will take in few comments and then we'll wrap up this bit. Okay. Uh, Ball knowledge. I think that is Vamsi who was there on stream last week. I mean, sorry, last stream. He says, "No Neto, come on, bro. Maybe we see post contract Salah. Maybe time's catching up." Time's catching up. Okay. Parth says we stay humble. That is all I'd say. Gary, yeah, like and subscribe the channel, guys. We are still at 559. We're trying to get to the 600 very soon. Ainsley, a reminder he's a Barca fan. To be fair, going defensive against Madrid is the worst, and that's when they'll destroy you guys. And you all need to be a constant threat. Remember, the game is at Santiago Bernabeu. Exactly. Gary, a Madrid fan himself, he says if Arsenal go defensive at Santiago, it's done for Arsenal. Bro. I do feel the same. If Madrid scored in the first 10 minutes, then I think it'll be a completely different game. Huh, exactly. The
Yeah.
momentum will be on the Madrid side, to be fair. Like, even when we scored the first free kick, till then I think the game was still like passive. Anyone's game. It's only after we scored did Madrid feel the need to like, oh shit, we need to go score. So yeah. Yeah. Any final words, Aryan, before we wrap up this bit?
I think, yeah, for me, I think I was having quite a bit of fun on Twitter for the last. I think for the last week, it's been pretty fun. Wrapping on the heads of other UCL like four other teams that were in the UCL. So it's
Hmm,
been fun dunking on Liverpool for a while, but we need not forget that at the same time, as I said, that I'm more of a skeptic than I'm more
hmm,
positive. There's a
fair enough.
smile on my face, but that doesn't mean that I'm very happy with how things are going. So,
Hmm,
like, yeah, let's wrap up the bit by saying that having Marino up front, having seen Marino score 6 7 goals is not a recipe that we should not have a striker. So that's the first thing. Yeah, that's the first thing. So like that every Arsenal fan is gonna say, and
hmm,
also like touching on a fair fit. Like we are almost in April. It's gonna be May and June very soon. So we'll see a lot of transfer activity.
hmm.
Transfer rumors. But for me personally, I don't really think that Inake Williams is like a good fit for us. Like, let me be very, very honest. I know this is a
Nico,
feisty opinion, but Yeah,
Nico
sorry.
Williams.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Nico Williams. Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
younger brother. Yes, Nico Williams. So I'm very like I don't really think that Nico is a very good option for Barca for us
Mm,
because and neither for Barca for tactical reasons, but for us
mm,
because of other reasons. Because me personally, I would rather take somebody who's much more prem proven. I would rather take Iliman India if he's available for 45 million or 50 million. Someone like Emily, NDI, or maybe help someone from our academy come in. Like if we are allowing Max Domin to come into the setup next year, like just like we have allowed Nwaneri come into the setup this year. Let's say that if Domin is playing very nicely, let's say that we let him come into the setup this year, then we should have Nwaneri can try playing on the left if he can. Like we saw Saka transitioning. We can see Nwaneri transitioning, cutting in as well, or trying to be as a more pure winger. So that can be also one thing. But I would rather have somebody who's much more prem proven than somebody who's not. Because for me, La Liga is not an inferior league, but La Liga is not a match for the physicality of a Premier League. As Salman pointed out, right? Real Madrid are a team that win on moments. Like they don't outclass a team tactically or defensively or by core strength. They don't do so. They win because they have somebody called Jude Bellingham who can pop up. They have somebody called Vinicius who can score outrageous goal. They have somebody called Mbappe. So these are the things that I think differentiate a La Liga team and like a, a Premier League team. But for me, I think Nico Williams should not be like a huge priority for me. This is like top Gunners have been saying it all season, but I don't really understand the hype that. So yeah,
Since you brought this up, what do you think of a Semenyo, though?
sorry, I couldn't get you.
Would you
Semenyo.
rather take Would you rather take Semenyo?
I would rather take some Semenyo. I mean, I haven't really seen enough of him. Let me be very, very honest. I haven't seen enough Bournemouth games to judge him. I have seen Nico Williams because I saw him in the Euros, and then for a while I saw the bigger Athletic Bilbao's matches against Barca, the bigger matches that you see. Those are the ones. Bournemouth, yes, I saw Semenyo playing against us. That is the one time that I saw him, and a couple of times I think I saw. I'm not I can't exactly pinpoint which country he plays for, but I think I saw him playing for an international team as well. He was nice, but Semenyo as a player, he's quick. That is one thing. He's very quick. That is like for the transitional play, he'll be very nice for us. But at the same time, I think Semenyo needs to score more goals. Like Semenyo needs to be either he needs to score more goals or either he needs to feed your attackers more. Because the reason why I picked Iliman India is because if you see one game, if you pinpoint your eyes at India at one game, you'll see that he's constantly feeding Beto up front. Like Beto as a
Yeah.
striker is one of the worst statistical strikers that I have ever seen in the Premier League. But still, the reason why he has 6 7 goals is because he's being constantly fed by India. He's being constantly fed by Dukure, who's back front, and like at times last season last season it was Iwobi as well when he was at Everton. So like I think India is that kind of a player. He's been while he was coming up at Sheffield United as well in the Championship. I used to see him. I saw a fair bit of him in the Championship as well. And I think if getting unlocked was the issue, like if we can unlock someone like Martinelli at the wing, like if we give him, like if Arteta can give the freedom that he gave Martinelli in the 22-23 season, I think someone like India can really thrive because he's also a kind of a player who loves to take on defenders. Like that is one thing, and like I think seeing him play is one of the one times that I've seen a winger actually taking on people. So that would be my opinion. Yeah,
Fair enough. I mean, like, you really got very nice opinions. Definitely, we will talk about this once the Premier League is done because that's when the summer transfer
yeah,
windows will start. We'll
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
that's a topic for another day. And yeah, good to have you on the channel. I hope you keep turning up more
Sure,
often.
sure, sure.
Yeah,
Sure. I will.
uh,
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
bring some
uh,
friends often if that's fine. Yeah. That's
yeah. Definitely, for sure. Okay, then
sure.
we'll see you soon. Take care.
Sure, guys. Sure, guys. See you around.
Bye. Okay, so that was the guest, and if you guys still want to like turn up on the channel and give your voice or opinions, definitely hit us up. Our socials are there in the description, and you can definitely let us know when you're available, and we can give you your 10-minute slot. Okay. Yeah, we did miss a few comments because I thought it was kind of irrelevant to what was happening on screen. But definitely we'll talk about it because the comment section were having their own fun, and let's just look at some of the chats. Dr. Vivek, hello, sir. You and your okay, saying it couldn't have been done if we didn't have rice is like saying चाची की मूछ हो जाती तो मैं it's agree to disagree with what.
Yeah, I mean that's the same argument, people have, like,
Hmm.
uh when, there'll be many games when your keeper keeps you in the game, and
Hmm.
then the people will say after the game that you're only in the game because your keeper played well. But
हाँ हाँ.
technically, if you see, the keeper is also the part of your team. So if he played well, it's okay. Like, yeah, it's a nice point.
Ainsley says nah Vivek bhai following. It's
I don't think they truly like, I think there was kind of a mistake
hmm.
in what he wanted to say. Like, I
Hmm.
think what he meant was,
Hmm.
like, the moments were more heavy on than the overall tactical gameplay. I
Hmm.
feel that's what he meant.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I could agree that, apart from the two Rice free kicks, we didn't really create more than three goal scoring chances. Yeah,
Hmm. Okay. Fine.
yeah, we had chances, but nothing
Hmm.
like goal to mouth, except for the two back to back saves from goal
Hmm.
to us.
Hmm.
So yeah, but I do think overall 3-0 was pretty, yeah, like,
True, true.
deserved.
Is Starboy Saka fine? If Saka's fine, we watch. Yeah, he's fine. Arteta came out in the press today and he said he's fine.
Him and
It's
Rice
Saka.
both.
It's Saka. Like, see,
I
everybody.
think I said it to one of my friends. They were pretty much pre-planned, those subs, in my
Uh,
opinion.
yeah.
They went down in the exact same place, in like around the same, like, when the as soon as Real Madrid had an attack,
Hmm.
then when we got the goal kick to die down the momentum, they got down and
Hmm.
they went off. Like, yeah, I think that was a tactic used to
Hmm.
attack.
Vivek Bhai says Ainsley skeptical Hona TK, but we should appreciate what Arsenal did against Real Madrid, beating them after dominating the second half completely. No one has done that except City and UCL. City though has dominated them from minute 1 to 90. So yeah,
No,
I
but
mean yeah.
the season City won CL in, was the season we completely destroyed Real Madrid, right?
Yeah.
And
5-0 to 4.
I think it was 1-1 and 4-0. Yeah,
1-1 and 4-0. Yeah. Vivek Bhai, Trossard this season has been good, but not at
I
his
agree
usual
with
best.
this.
True. He's missed sitters
He
and hasn't scored bangers. True.
Exactly. Yeah, he has missed many easy chances.
I was busy. I was busy, brother, last stream. Today I came to congratulate you, but second leg is still remaining. Just joke. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. People have their own lives and everything. It's just like like after you traumatizing or you shitting on us or you scaring us or whatever for like the entire stream on Monday, we definitely wanted you. We wanted to see you as soon as possible. That's it. One red card is coming in second leg, pro. We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
Vinny Junior. He'll cry so much.
Dubai, yeah, I can see Santiago. I feel Arsenal is losing 4-0 and then Real Madrid going to finals and getting beaten by Barca. I can wish.
Oh,
And then you guys call me Barca fan, right? Sure, sure. Yeah, Gary, and that too for Raya for passing the ball instead of kicking it long. Huh? Oh, the red card.
red card for
Okay.
Raya.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Congratulations for treble. Uh, we stay humble. This done, done, done. If made it, huh? Okay, Vivek bhai. Salman, that caption is what I also believe, and the first leg is done. The contract renewal for both players. I remember what happens after a player contract is renewed.
On
Well,
I just wrote it for jokes. It's just not happening.
mm-hmm. Ayush, yo. Clean shave.
I
No, I did not shave. Amma, I did not shave. I trimmed. Please talk to me. I did not shave. I trimmed. There's a difference. Hi Aarush, bro. Congratulations. I think Gary is on his way to like congratulate everyone.
I think he's like, he wants to just jinx us. Yeah.
I can feel it. I genuinely can feel it. It
Yeah.
could be from the heart, but something about Madrid doesn't feel natural.
Hmm.
Hello, Gary. Bye. We missed you last year. Definitely. Uh, okay, Ball Madrid says, I believe Nico will get a GA explosion if he plays for Arsenal.
I wanted to say, but I mean, he like they talked about Endai being a very natural dribbler,
Hmm.
but I mean that's what Nico Williams is too. Yeah,
Hmm.
he is mostly known for his dribbling prowess and what do you say, taking on defenders. So I didn't kind of agree from where he was coming from,
Hmm.
but but that's not to say NDI is not good. Honestly, I do believe NDI, if he plays for a proper top team, he could really be a good player. Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
but honestly, I don't think Nico Williams is like a lesser player. Like Nico Williams is much better than. Yeah,
Hmm. 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 Uh,
India kind of reminds me of
don't
Gibbs
tell me
White.
Smith Rowe. Okay, thank
Gibbs
God.
White when he was
Uh-huh.
in Wolves.
Hmm.
Like if he gets to a club like which is on the up,
Hmm.
because let's be honest, even though Everton going to new stadium, but Moyes is the same backwards football, like you know.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I wish he could go to a club like Newcastle or something, like or maybe a Villa also. I could see him do good in a Villa.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. He's
Fair enough.
stuck at Everton. Yeah.
We got like 8 concurrent views. I hope you guys are subscribed and liking the stream because we're trying to hit the target of 15 likes and we're trying to hit the target of 600 subscribers. Uh, I don't know what will happen in the second leg, but I'm happy for you, brothers. This, this
He's
see,
just trying to make us not to hate Madrid. Yeah.
probably. See, again, I'm telling you, this could be from the heart, but doesn't feel like it because you're a mental fan, right? I mean,
It's like the
this
same thing after watching All or Nothing Tottenham. Kind
uh,
of like felt like, why am I hating this club? Yeah,
yeah. I'm so glad I stopped watching Midway because Mourinho was making so much sense and it was like so likable. I'm like, nah, I can't. It was,
yeah.
yeah. Salman by 11 shots on target. You guys are too skeptical, yeah. I just want to say we are fans. We should celebrate. Don't fall for the social media
Oh
police.
no,
Our
no,
players know the job and they didn't. And they did it. I guess that's what it. I think that's
no.
what it.
I am not skeptic. I was just trying to make sense of the comment of the guest. But
Hmm.
honestly, I do believe that we Arteta coached a 3-0 win for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and I don't like always in football. I do believe that, especially in two leg ties, that if one tie was very lucky, like if someone had a very lucky result,
Hmm.
then you will get that bad luck in the next tie. So if we were lucky, it should turn up in the second leg that you know that we will get some bad luck. But I do not think that, because individual brilliance is not luck. None of those Rice goals were luck.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah.
CSK finished, brother. Khatam, Tata, bye bye. Huh. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. See, I know SRH are rock bottom, but come on. When you have a person who's in like 9% doing as shit as you, we're all brothers at the point. At that point, we're like
At least we are
rock bottom.
crossing 120. So yeah.
That is true. We're at least scoring more than 150 like that. I respect Madrid and I know what they can do, but we stay humble, and being humble isn't
I agree.
about just being doubting or anything. Oh, true, true.
And you respect Madrid as a team, but I do not agree with like
Hmm.
respecting a myth. Like I do agree that sometimes it does happen with Anfield too. When we played Anfield, and
Hmm.
I have had this debate with a lot of fans, like fellow
Hmm.
fans,
Hmm.
because but I was having the debate that we sometimes lose at Anfield not because of the Anfield aura, but just because we had a bad game. But a lot of Arsenal fans do feel that we get scared of the Anfield aura, which I do not agree with. But I don't agree with falling for the aura of a particular stadium. Like just because you're playing in Santiago Bernabeu, you play a different game than what you actually play,
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
something which is direct recipe for disaster. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you be not be humble, or that doesn't mean that's not being humble. That is being humble, but that's also backing yourself.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, this one. I disagree with Moyes. Okay, Moyes being a defensive manager, he did win UCL with West Ham. He left, and they are in shambles. If you look at their Premier League run that season, they were nearing relegation. I don't know if
Yeah,
people remember that, right?
exactly.
See, in the cup, he's done brilliant. You can never deny whatever he's done in
And
the.
I don't think West Ham being in shambles is because Moyes left. I
Hmm,
think
hmm,
Moyes was Yes, winning a trophy with West Ham was a great achievement, but overall he was underachieving for sure. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the squad he had afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if and now they got Graham Potter. I do think Graham Potter.
No, no,
I
I think most of the squad, the defensive signings were all made under Lopetegui, not even under Moyes, if you remember.
Yeah, yeah, but still
Mhm.
that team was good enough for being
Ah, yeah,
pretty high
at
at
least
that
like,
level.
yeah, true, true, definitely not relegation form.
Yeah,
There's a
and
fight
I
over
do
it.
think that though Potter is a lot of people are questioning
Mm,
Potter now because he's kind of having a bad run
mm,
initially,
mm,
but I do see that Potter might improve West Ham next season. I do
mm,
see it.
mm. True,
Yeah,
true. Give him time to like.
yeah,
You know. Part says we aren't doubting ourselves. We just do not want to be cocky. At least openly. I think
exactly.
within our group we can do whatever shit we want because we went mad.
I do like the word you use, sound cocky. Yeah, you don't want to sound cocky.
Mm-hmm.
Being cocky and sounding cocky is different. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Salman, when you were talking about the Anfield atmosphere, and I remember this. I remember Parth speaking about Anfield. Broski was a visionary. So basically, what Parth said is like, I think the Anfield atmosphere is fake. There's not much aura about it and all of that. And then,
yeah.
uh,
It's that's what I'm saying. The aura all comes from the people creating a myth around a
mm,
stadium.
mm, mm,
And yeah, obviously some results create that myth, but
mm,
that doesn't mean every time the result will happen.
uh,
And if you compare us to the City teams and the Chelsea teams and the Bayern teams to which it happened, I do believe we are the best equipped not to have that kind of a defensive collapse. Yeah, yeah.
our Champions League official page post Messi freaking video. You know what happened in second leg.
I do think that Barca team felt for the myth of Anfield. Yeah,
Mm.
they didn't. And even the first half they should have scored. They had chances.
First up, they had two chances, at least
Yeah.
two, three chances to score. I mean, not like any like difficult chances, like proper
And
tap
in the
and
fourth goal, they basically slept.
huh.
So if
True.
you kind of break it down, it's like
Mm.
individual mistakes rather than being something mythical. But yeah, mm,
Part sounding cocky, subjective, and trust me, I know a bit or two about psychiatry to feel that current gen of Arsenal fans are still traumatized by memories of UEL nice and not the current. True.
I
True.
agree. Yeah,
Mm. It's all about mentality. We have to play the team and not the occasion.
yeah,
Fact.
agree. That is
Absolute
so
fact.
true. Yeah,
All knowledge, the only two times I believed in Anfield aura was in UCL against Barca and against us when Arteta engaged the crowd. And Tavares was playing.
yeah. But look at the team we had there. Like that was like
Mhm.
that was a Tavares gave away the mistake. Like and they were like genuine, and that team was like sometimes people do mistake the Anfield aura for Liverpool being a bad team. Like Liverpool is genuinely a good team, and
Mm.
you play well,
Mm.
and they play well and they beat you. That
Mm.
doesn't always mean it's because they played at Anfield.
Mm.
There are moments. I honestly the only time I would say Anfield aura was the Dortmund comeback they had
Huh.
when they were in the
Huh.
Europa League and the Barca
Mm.
comeback. Those two are
Mhm.
proper
True.
insane. Yeah.
And I think for the rest of it, we were like too young to even like notice it, right? It is always
More than
been
that,
like,
I feel in the league, I haven't felt any time that Anfield created a win. In the
hmm,
league, in Champions League, they have aura, but in the
true.
league, I haven't felt it. Yeah,
Hmm. Nana, Anfield or a shit, bro. No other team could beat a Messi team 4-0 without it. Papa Wang and Mourinho has talked about it, and we've been there and trust them and not downgrade. Huh? Yeah, true.
yeah, it is there. Yeah,
Hmm. Game was 0-0 till Arteta engaged the
yeah,
crowd. The crowd went on singing. Yeah. But speaking about aura, let's call upon our other panelist who's fashionably very early in his own standards, Raja. How are you, Raja?
I'm doing fine, bro. How was the
Mm.
stream till now?
Yeah, let
yeah.
me give you
Nothing.
a
Just Nico Williams got slated. That's all. Yeah,
I mean, bas- basically that's what happened. But let me give you a much more, a better worded recap about this team. So what happened was first we called upon a guest as he wanted to voice his opinion. He did say that we were sort of lucky to win the first match at Arsenal because of the fact because we scored two free kicks and it was not from open play like just one Merino goal, and then his unpopular opinion was that Nico Williams isn't it for Arsenal. He would want someone more Premier League proven. I think that opinion came for a fact that he wants to win the Premier League as soon as possible. I think that is what I kind of inferred when he said that he wants more Premier League proven winger than a Nico Williams. So, and he wanted that Everton winger slash
India.
India. Uh, I think he plays as a winger who comes into the midfield and is more
Are,
and is effective
are you
there.
are you hearing are you hearing yourself what you're saying? He's talking about winning the Premier League and talking about Endai in the same sentence. I mean,
See, I
take
was
it.
only I was recapping. Do not. I was recapping, bro. See, not he. Look at Van Dijk, right? He was at Southampton, and then they got him to Liverpool, and they won the Premier League, UCL, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and everything. See, not because just because a player isn't in a top six team doesn't mean that he's bad. Maybe he could just be there, so that could be a stepping stone, right? If that is the argument, I don't agree for a fact that he seems because he's Everton is a bad player. If you're saying that okay, he's bad player because of some other
I
reasons,
mean,
I will
you've
agree
seen
with
him
you.
play.
Hmm,
You've seen
hmm,
him play, man.
hmm. See, I've seen him play. I remember him talking to you regarding it, right? Um, I even remember telling you that this guy is very very good. The way he beats his man. But again, they were playing against United. Makes sense why people didn't rate him, don't rate him much because beating United isn't like a big thing. I agree that we drew against United, but again, we did play United without majority of our players. But yeah, it is. See, that is his opinion. I kind of understand from where he's coming from because even I was in that part where I was like, we need more Premier League proven players and all that. But then I started to like understand what I was saying. Our goals may not be just the Premier League; it's to win the UCL and European tournaments as well. So we do need X factor.
I kind of feel
Hmm.
like the prem proven thing is becoming too overblown nowadays.
Okay. Okay.
L-
Hmm.
like look at some of the top players who have recently
Hmm.
come from the Premier League greats. Like
Hmm.
Haaland was not prem proven.
Hmm.
Yeah, Salah
Hmm.
was a prem failure in his first stint.
Hmm.
Kevin De Bruyne was a prem failure in his first
Hmm.
stint, and Saliba made his name outside of the prem.
Hmm.
Gabriel was signed from French league.
Hmm.
Then only proper prem proven player was a proper big money was Declan Rice. Yeah.
Declan Rice. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't agree like you need prem proven players to
Hmm.
win the prem.
Hmm.
Uh, and if and honestly I agree with Raja, like the quality gap between Williams and India is too much. It doesn't matter if Nico Williams is not prem proven. He's just a better player, much better player.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, I'm just trying
I
to
mean,
be like I'm just trying to give a recap
if
of like
if you're
I
saying me a
mean,
prem
one
proven
guy.
player, you then tell me give me a top winger like Anthony Gordon maybe. I would say
hmm.
okay, maybe
Yeah.
you're gonna go for prem proven and give me a Gordon or someone like that.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
don't tell me. I don't think India is that guy. Yeah, yeah,
Nah, I mean, one guy, Nico Williams, is scoring in Euros final. I mean, there are level to this game, bro. Like,
Hmm.
yeah,
come on.
exactly. Yeah,
Right, right. We'll take in few more comments and we'll start with the stream regarding primary because we're still talking about.
yeah.
But yeah, today's stream was to engage with the audience. We lost those semi-final quarterfinals of UL because we didn't have world-class individual talent. Our best players, Oban, Laka, missing sitters, and now Saka gets the ball. Everyone is afraid. The Lacazette thing, lack of threat, whatever his nicknames are, will come to that point very, very soon. Gary's, yeah, again, congratulations. Rounds are still going on. Hi, Raja, bro. Congratulations for the win. Uh,
Yeah.
Interesting comment. If free kicks were luck, if free kicks were by luck, but Courtois saves weren't by luck. Funny opinion.
Yeah. That's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
he must be an Arteta outer, so obviously he'll say that. I guess. I'm
Hmm,
guessing
hmm, hmm,
the guy who
hmm,
was
hmm.
on stream.
Yeah.
Everything
Anything to say,
looks
Arish?
good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Arish by coming in with the smoke. Yep. Take Robbo for it. Yeah, exactly. Robbo was not even in the Premier League when he was brought into Liverpool, right? If I'm not wrong.
Mm.
I hope I'm correct.
But for every robot, there's a Maguire also. Ah, this is a joke. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was just misprofiled Maguire. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. I think was yeah,
he was
yeah.
good at Leicester. Yeah,
Scary suspect. The guy is jinxing it.
I've been saying this from the minute one.
We
Yeah.
all feel this. We all feel this.
Uh,
Lala bhai, congratulations. You were right about Van Dijk and Salah. Now lose two matches to make Premier League race and then Anfield match more sensible and watchable. Do it, Bhaijan. By the way, congratulations on this. Next, I think the Van
what a
Dijk.
picture though.
Yeah.
Insane pick.
Um, as a Premier League fan, I'm kind of glad that he's there in the Premier League. As an Arsenal fan, we leave out the Arsenal fan. I think I'll get cancelled if I say something. But yeah, what do you guys think about Salah extending for Liverpool? Good
I'm
news, bad
happy,
news.
honestly, because you want like losing De Bruyne and Salah in same like with like Premier League suddenly it looks different. So I feel
Mm,
it's good to have Salah at least there. Yeah.
mm, mm,
And
mm,
honestly, like yeah, it's like Liverpool. We even with Salah, we know we have talked about it long in this
mm,
stream. I don't
mm,
want to say the same points again, but yeah, we know that they're a beatable outfit. This season we have not risen up to the occasion,
mm,
but if other teams next season do, I don't think Liverpool are the favorites to win the title, even if they win it this year.
mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Raja, any words regarding Mohammad Salah?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised because I thought, what we say, the Prince of Arabia was returning back to Arabia, but turns out he's
Mm-hmm.
staying here. But like, I'm happy as a regular Premier League fan because
Yeah.
he's one of the top players in the world, and I think he deserves a few more years at the top level before he eventually goes somewhere else.
Yes. Yeah. I agree.
So yeah, even for Van Dijk, I mean, he's also still at his best level. So good to
Mm,
see. I mean, it's a good challenge for Arsenal as well to
mm,
sign players and actually compete with them again. And
mm.
we will see what happens next year.
Yep. If the guest rated India beating his man, this is Nico's bread and butter. I think he downplayed just because of his goals and assists. Yeah, I
No,
think this
that's what I
season.
said.
Mm,
Yeah. That's literally Nico Williams is literally a dribbler. And I
mm,
think that's what we need. We do need that. We don't
he's a
have
natural
like
dribbler.
even if you see Saka, he's a dribbler, but he's not like a natural guy who dribbles.
Yeah,
Like he's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's more mechanical in the way he plays.
Mm,
And Martinelli, even though honestly, even people say his natural instincts have been curbed, but even when
mm,
he came as a fresh face, he wasn't a pure dribbler. He was more
mm.
of a direct player.
True.
So we don't have anyone of that profile in our team, and just
Mm.
for that fact, it's pretty big. Yeah, to have Nico Williams.
Nah, bro, let us win. Oh, so mhm. I think is this the first time that Ayush Lala is officially saying that Liverpool are going to win the league this season? Is this is this what you want to like stick with? Because all season you've been like trying to reverse things the entire
I
situation.
think after Anfield Dollar, the biggest juju is Liverpool bottling league titles. So I think Liverpool fans are like, because honestly, yeah, we people have been saying we are bottling, but honestly, we didn't ever lose a league title with 3 matches left, and you're 6 points ahead. The Gerrard slip season. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
Arteta has a Spanish bias. Wenger had his French bias. Arteta continues to
that's
buy Spanish players. Nico can become a Spanish star for us. Not in the range of Henry, but potential high impact player.
That's
Tough
pretty
call.
common, to be honest. I
Mm,
think I think other than Klopp, I haven't seen many players, many managers who are very multicultural in the players they buy. Yeah, I mean
mm,
even if you see Pep, when he went to Bayern, he bought a lot of Spanish guys in.
mm,
Even when he came to
mm,
City initially, he bought a lot of Spanish players in,
mm, mm,
and then if you see Arteta, I don't necessarily agree. He buys from La Liga, but not Spanish players necessarily. Yeah. And he buys him from Premier League too. Yeah.
Um, Ryle had nothing over us tactically. However, whoever says Ryle a shit, and this is why we won and deluded. I mean, to be fair, right, on this channel, I think the only person who was like confident from the get go was Raja. Because we were like, oh, it could be a skeptical like this, it could be like that, it could. Raja said it will be either a 1-0 loss to Arsenal or a straight 4-0 into Arsenal.
And
So,
I don't understand. Whoever says Real was shit and that is why we won has deluded me. Real was shit in the sense Real is a bad team in quality or in terms of tactics. Like what do you mean? Yeah.
tactics basically. I
I
mean,
think
they've been awful for a while, so
mm-hmm.
it's okay. But I mean, you look at all the players on the pitch. You cannot just say like we scammed a win there, right? Like all those players, they can impact the game any moment. So it's a stupid argument. We are just a very well organized team, and we completely deserve to win.
Mm. Yeah.
So there's nothing more about it.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. I know which match they saw. Yeah.
Who's they?
Personally,
It is one person. We all agree Real Madrid were too good. We were too shit, like to beat us.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, so this opinion is regarding this one, if I'm not wrong. I think this is what because
Mm.
here he says, no, Aarush, exactly. Yeah. Personally, believe that if players really want to perform, he will perform anywhere, regardless the league.
Exactly.
Is this targeted to a certain Anthony in La Liga? Is this targeted to a certain Pepe in the French league? I do not know. Arteta in for life.
I think it's more like certain players. You see, there is like obviously there are certain players are suited more to certain leagues,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're a top player, you'll play in any league. Like that's you can't yeah, if you look at any of the top players in our league like Saka, Salah, you throw them in La Liga or any other league, they'll perform. Yeah, and you take the top players in La Liga like Yamal, Vinny, Mbappe. It's dumb to say that oh they are now La Liga, they are not Prem proven. They
Mm-hmm.
will perform in the Prem. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And
Uh,
Nico is one of the top wingers in La Liga.
I
Yeah,
actually believe in this opinion. Maguire in City would cook. Constant manager changes, death threats, and abuse affects anyone. But yeah, he's a. I mean, okay,
no,
man.
that's what Maguire was misprofiled, and that's why. And Maguire to City was a possibility. United and City were fighting for him, but
Mhm.
sadly for him, United
Wow,
was.
he signed the contract, completely missed that. Well, Lullaby, exactly, bro. Arteta is the only manager who hasn't lost to Liverpool home and away in 3 seasons in a row. And now Slot said that the only match his team was outplayed was at the Emirates. Ah, what
Yeah.
can we do? Total football Kalesh with Dala with Anshuman Bai on. Do I drop my thoughts on Bruno? Yeah, I know the Total Football Kalesh is a segment on Ayush Lala's channel. Do check it out. It's really fun if you really enjoy high quality banter, and you can definitely be participating in
Yeah,
that. Reach
drop
out.
your comment that Bruno is a high level player. Yeah, he's a amazing talent. One of
Mm-hmm.
the best players in the world.
Vivek bro, bias is kicking in for people. I'm thinking. Parth, do whatever you want to join tomorrow, lol. Somehow this chat has become a channel place where people do it, Parth. Go for power and food. Oh yeah, uh, cold Palmer.
Bowl.
Both.
Tell Kolba.
Lullaby, do United fans realize that their team is not even mid-table?
Cold Palmer is frozen in permafrost.
He
I
gets it.
think he got subbed at halftime, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Was it because of performance or like saving legs?
I
Yeah.
think performance because
See,
he started scoring the moment he was subbed off.
played against them.
Mhm. The Wolves in Portuguese contact under Nuno too. True, true.
Exactly.
I think it is than just Nuno and Portuguese connect. I think it is the agent this thing.
George Mendes.
Yeah,
George Mendes. Yeah. Give all your opinions on everyone, but spare Martinelli. Vivek, why? He's the best player in the world. Oh, okay. I get this thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Park, bhai, always remember these beautiful words of yours. Okay, we got through comments. We'll finally talk about football. This game, this match, I tuned in to watch Hugo. I thought he
I,
was good. The
I
chance that
loved
he
him.
as well was like a very strikerist thing. Um, I know what Salman will tell. Raja, any chance you watched any bits of Hugo?
I just watched some clips, but like,
Mm.
yeah, I mean, he's not strong enough on the ball yet. I feel he needs another
Mm.
season or two to get to the top level. But
mm,
still a good striker for a team like, let's say, United or something. But for
mm,
us, I don't think he's ready yet, and he also misses a lot of chances as
mm,
well. Not a
mm,
clinical striker at the end of the day,
mm,
so
mm.
Yeah.
many question marks in my opinion.
Okay, fair enough.
But a quality talent.
Yeah, high quality talent, which I really want Arsenal to bank in, but I get the
I
point.
feel I do feel that some of these talents came a bit of a wrong time for us. Like in
Uh,
terms of us our squad already being uh in the like finals, not final stages, but like we needing more proven talents. I mean, you give Hugo a kind of talent to Arteta a few years before, and I
mm,
think he would have like made use of him. And you
We
could
literally
see,
were close to Isak. I mean, the
yeah,
plan was there, but like these guys just fumbled it.
mm,
he's basically like an Isak, yeah, as Raja said. Like when Isak was at Sociedad, he was kind of like hectic. He was not very like Isak's numbers at Sociedad. I don't think were too crazy. Like he wasn't like that clinical or something.
mm,
But
mm, mm,
yeah, he's a guy I do like I
mm,
know I don't think obviously I don't he was linked with us. I do think there were some remote links like in this
mm,
winter, but
mm,
yeah, I do think that in the next 2 3 years this guy's going to be top. Like I see, he's like seriously has talent. Yeah.
mm. Like,
See, I mean, people saw Isak jump from Sociedad to Newcastle and just go ham, right? I think Nico Williams will have a similar trajectory because Atletico, right? Like they depend a lot on Athletic Club. I mean, they depend a lot on Nico and also like his brother to, like especially Nico to carry the ball. And I mean, he plays a bit too much of a transition football. You've seen him for Spain with Yamal. I mean, threat
mm,
on two wings. I mean, how they excel at beating their man and
mm,
doing incredible stuff. So I think
mm,
with Saka, they can't just leave him alone, or even can't leave Nico alone. So like they can't double team both of the players at the same time. So I
mm,
think they'll have more freedom to express himself, and he'll obviously convert more goals and also like create a lot more.
mm,
Just need to get a good striker, and I think we'll be really really good
mm.
with Nico Williams. I think he should be our number one target, and I have no doubts about it.
Fair enough.
And
So,
another player I have to talk about in this game, and in
mm,
general, whenever I watched him, I really like him as is it Sandro Bergaval from his name? What is
Yeah,
his
yeah,
name?
that one,
Tottenham.
yeah.
Bergwijn.
Steven Bergwall or something.
Mm,
Top guy, top player. Like I really like. I could see him being a very good midfielder, like in the Premier League.
mm,
He
I
is.
whenever I
He's a
whenever I
phenomenal.
see him play, it's too good.
mm, mm,
he has that composure. Like he has like we talked about recently, like how Odegaard is really good in ball retention. He's the
mm,
only player in the Spurs team whenever I watch them who keeps care of the ball. Like
mm,
I've seen other of the Spurs midfield, they're very careless with the ball. But
mm,
I always see Bergwall have good like retention with the ball, and he has a good eye for the pass also. So
mm,
yeah, I do think that some of the signings Spurs made this season are really good, but they
mm.
just got screwed over by injuries and Ange not having a little bit more pragmatism.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
fair
do
enough.
have a good squad, honestly.
Mm,
Spurs they shouldn't be in 14th, honestly,
mm, mm,
even with the injuries.
No, I mean, Bagwell, we're talking about Bagwell, right? Like, he was
Yeah.
almost like he joined Barcelona. I mean, it was almost there, but because of financial issues with Barcelona, he didn't
mm,
end up there. I think
mm,
if he had been there, like, his PR would have been next level. I feel like
Yeah, I agree.
the Barcelona play as well, like, he might have excelled there.
mm,
Um,
mm,
yeah, with time, like, I think he can show his talent. Even they have Archie Gray. I really, really rate him
Mm,
very high.
oh,
he's
Archie
really
really
good. Yeah.
true, true.
I've
My,
been
my,
following his trajectory since
mm,
championship time with Leeds. I mean, I don't watch him, but like
mm,
just reading about him, I mean,
mm,
he has
I
serious
think
potential.
they even have one more academy talent who I think he was coming similar to he was like in the same trajectory with Vaneri. I think his name is Mikey Moore or something.
Yeah, Mikey
I
Moore.
heard
Yeah,
Michael.
I heard he's really good. Yeah.
Mm, 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 mm. Will,
Just a quick question. What do you guys think about Ange? Like, do you think he will survive this season? Yeah.
no, I think after the season is done. I honestly think because I don't think it's just that he's not being pragmatic. The number of times that he's been like fighting with the fans.
I agree. I think if he kept the fans on his side, I think he would have been given time. Yeah,
True, true, true.
but
Exactly.
I think he fought with the fans at more too much, a
Mm,
bit too
mm,
much. Yeah.
I think even as a manager, I think he's not top quality in my opinion. It's just one
Hmm.
way of playing football, and it sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
mm,
Uh, I just don't like that type of managers where like they're easy to get exposed.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing that now, right now, right? Like they're struggling with against every team. So
mm, mm,
it in that type of football, you need players on your side, and they need to be fully confident to trust in you. And once that trust is gone, like the result will be like whatever Spurs are going on right now.
mm.
So I think
Fair
he's
enough.
gone. They should. I mean, stronger Spurs is a good thing for us as well. Like to
Mm,
watch
Yeah,
North London derbies, it can be
I
just
agree.
one direction, one way. So I hope
mm,
they get someone in and become more competitive. We'll see.
I agree. I feel the same. I feel if your rivals are not good, it's fun for a while to banter them, but I think eventually it's not fun to watch. Like even like honestly, like even when we watch Arsenal United now, it's not fun. Like even
mm.
though we haven't beat them this season, like
Uh,
uh, the match isn't fun because it's like United isn't good. We are
mm,
not playing a good team.
mm,
It's There's a fixture. Obviously, the fixture has a lot of history, but we are not playing a good team,
mm,
and you could see that in the quality of play.
mm.
Yeah, so I do believe that I do
United
believe they
can stay
should.
crap. I don't care.
See.
I don't care really, but I do like theoretically I do want our rivals to do good.
No, no,
Yeah.
actually, I disagree with you, Salman, because see, if you said that regarding Chelsea, I understand because United are a team, right? When we have been good and the other team is shit, we've done a we have done a decent number on this one. Spurs, we beat them twice in the season. Chelsea, we like trashed them 5-0. Okay? But when it came to United, for some reason, in spite of us being good and them being absolutely shit, we can't do a number against them. It's always like that cheeky 1-0 or like a one goal difference or something like that. Why? I don't know.
We even got revenge against City as well. It
Yeah,
was
Hmm.
such a good
exactly.
watch.
Against City 5-1, 5-1, 5-1,
I do
5-1.
think
Yes.
that I do think that in the end United is also one of those teams, that Arsenal United has that fixture, has that aura, So it's like you can't. In the end, Arteta might not go as gung ho as he does. He should do against United. And
Mm-hmm.
I do think that United's gameplay,
Mm-hmm.
especially under Amorim and like the way they play just counter game, is the game plan which troubles us the most. Yeah.
True, true. We'll take in a few comments and we'll continue. Damn, we're having a lot of comments today. I'm liking this, by the way. Generally good. By the way, now I'm seeing pictures are in my only the Ranveer Singh. See, we win stuff. Everyone will start and come and support us openly. Many of them have been underground. Now that we're on top, we've seen many celebrities come out of their shell and say a few things. Let's just say that. Liverpool fans have been having a meltdown because Ekiteke did that on the celebration and they said that he didn't, it was just a knee slide, and then Ekiteke had to confirm that it was an on the celebration. The juice that Henri has for like many, many, many years,
Bro,
and the fact,
Ekitike I think he's younger than us, and he's also fouling Henry.
I think he was 2 years old when he did the celebration. That's what I read.
Yeah.
So
Even highlights of Henry are so cold that people become fans.
yeah,
Yeah.
see,
I think as French players, they see Thierry Henry as their idol. So I think
Thierry
it's
Henry is kind of like Sachin
especially
Tendulkar in France. Like, it doesn't
especially people with
matter what.
immigration background. I think
Yeah,
they
yeah,
really
yeah.
adore
I do agree
Thierry
with
Henry.
that.
So
those signings they made for the future, Gary, I think he meant Archie Gray and Bergwall, Mikey Moore hype. Yep.
Yeah, those
Uh,
two.
about Ange, it's not his fault in my opinion. The Tottenham fan base is hopeless shit, man, and you can not do anything with this shit, and that's why people flush it always. I kind of agree because even last
and is
season
also
when
garbage.
and they're garbage.
No, but some of the fights of Ange I didn't really realize. Like,
Mm,
it's pretty common for a fan for a team, like if some player is playing bad, to like boo him and like tell him to be subbed, and being like having a fun kind of thing, like, oh, he's subbed, and
Mm,
just to then rile the fan, your own fans, by cupping the ears and all, like that
mm,
doesn't make sense to me. And no top manager would ever do that, like
true.
unless you're Morino, who has like a different kind of relation and different kind of
Mm,
personality with the fans.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. Yeah. Surya says Solanke is a is their top signing. If he's playing for Chelsea or Arsenal, people will appreciate him more. I think people appreciated him even when he was at Bournemouth. It's just that now he's been having a lot of injuries than what he had at Bournemouth, and at the same time, his attacking numbers are not great as well, right? So I think
No, I don't. I kind of don't agree with this.
then,
I do
but,
feel that he should
mm,
have been better at Tottenham, especially given the way they play.
mm.
And injuries are there, but yeah, for a guy who played so well at Bournemouth,
No,
it's
see, at Bournemouth, they were creating chances for him. Here, the people who are creating chances are getting constantly injured. Don is not being effective. Madison is getting injured like every third game. There's not much service for him, in my opinion. I mean, I've not watched enough Tottenham to make a hardcore judgment or like a, put out a proper statement, but I think that.
I think Spurs is his level.
Hmm,
I'm not being dissing Spurs or anything. I think
hmm,
it's a proper level for him. Like
hmm,
I don't
hmm.
think he's a player higher than that.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. How can Solanke be a top signing when he's shit in an
That's
extreme?
what I mean. Yeah. Even though you don't
Yeah,
have the
he's right.
attacking players, they're a team that plays so high up the pitch.
Hmm,
Yeah.
hmm.
Yeah. So
I mean, Raja, was about to say something.
that's what.
Yeah, I mean they're right.
Hmm.
Hasn't
Um,
lived up to the expectation.
True. Because we struggle versus counter-attacking teams. Okay. Hmm. The 5-1 is being downplayed because everyone has beaten them this season. I think we can
I
downplay it
We
because
mean,
don't care.
I don't
we
care. I'm happy we won that match, but it is also kind of sensible. Like if you see, there is sense in
exactly.
that because City has been bad this season. Yeah.
So I think why it has been downplayed is because what happened the next day, the transfer market deadline day, the shit that was about to happen, apparently didn't happen, right? And I
No,
think
and
that
more
was
than that,
hmm,
it's because what was the actual discourse of the match rather than the 5-1. It was all
hmm,
about the celebrations after
hmm,
the
hmm,
match. It was
hmm,
all about MLS doing this and our Haaland celebration rather than the actual scoreline. And that's what always happens with City. Whenever they play bad, they just create some extra thing. They drew us with 2-2 with 10 men, and the entire discussion was about Haaland saying, be humble.
be
So,
humble.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah.
so, fair enough. Surya says, Parth, and if you watch Spurs games, Solanke little links up. What can he do if Spurs have shit wingers?
Yeah, we did discuss about that Son being bad this season.
True,
Yeah.
true. Um,
CSK
KZ,
gone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What
uh,
a
see,
wonderful sight.
we 3 are SRH fans, but the fact that CSK are doing shit brings a whole lot of joy.
But
I
I'm
think,
kind of
Everyone.
disappointed they reach 100 today. Yeah.
yeah, to be fair, I thought they'd be packed by like 70 odd or like 80 odd or something,
Yeah.
but they scored 103, but yeah.
100 just feels good, no? A bit. Yeah.
Mhm. Andre has an aura that is talked about to measure players in this era. He's just cold. Yeah.
And there are fans who always try to discredit Henry.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
Brennan
about
Johnson, I really rate that guy.
mm,
I
mm,
don't know why
Uh,
Spurs
I
fans hate
honest
him, but
I
I
honestly
really like him
like
at Nottingham
Spurs
Forest as well.
squad a lot.
mm,
Like I feel a competent manager
mm.
who was a bit more pragmatic could do a lot with the Spurs team.
True,
Yeah.
true, true, true. Because the
Especially
signings. Mm,
like for example, I'm not saying they're the same level of team, but if
mm,
an Enrique had a Spurs team, he would do really well with them. Luis Enrique of PSG. Yeah, I'm not saying he would ever manage Spurs or a level of that team, but a manager like that, maybe Iraola, who knows? Yeah,
mm,
Spurs have players who are still young. I mean, they need a top
exactly.
class manager and need to
mm,
keep this core of your youth
mm.
to be impactful. I think they're like 2 3 years behind uh,
Hmm.
for Ange type of football, and it just working out. So
They need to sell Son, in
his
my opinion. They need to go
Son is
completely young.
finished.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think yeah, he's done.
Guangdong Tigers are waiting.
Literally, you didn't mention starting left winger.
Son, na.
Son, no? Or don't tell me Timo Werner, I'll cry.
I think he's
Uh,
talking about
who are
him.
they
I
then?
think
Son?
Brennan Johnson maybe.
He mentioned Brendan Johnson here.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there a WhatsApp group, Sucheet bhai? Nah, I mean, we just like put out that this is the stream link, this is the thumbnail, and that is about it. We don't like do much. Um, I've been suggested to start a WhatsApp channel and all that where people can like know regarding the streams and all of that. But I mean, will people really bother about it? I really don't.
The creator era, Sucheet and Derry.
Yeah, yeah.
Influencer era. Mm.
Thanks for the suggestion, but I think we're like too small to have such big things. But definitely, when things are like getting out of hand, we'll definitely do a lot of things to make sure that it is being taken care of. But yeah, to answer your question, we don't have an active WhatsApp group where we talk football. It's just the Twitter group that I think you're part of as well, where we talk regarding football. The Indian Gunner group. If you're not there, do DM me. I'll definitely add you to that. Yeah, City gets away with a lot, and it has been. Had it been any other team in their position, the media would have torn them apart. The fact that United are getting torn apart brings me a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. It cures a lot of depression that has happened in my life, and yeah, shit, United.
I do agree with that. That just because of getting an injury to one of your players, you are this shit, and the same logic is not applied to Arsenal. Yeah,
So
like
when CSK
losing
lose,
Rodri and just going down to not even Champions League. Basically, they might miss Champions League this year.
I mean, if they
And
finish fifth, they can still finish Champions League positions. No?
I
I
do
think
think
that's what.
Newcastle has a good shot to finish fifth over them.
So,
Yeah, and then
Fourth,
we,
fourth. Who's finishing fourth?
Chelsea. I think Chelsea are doing good enough
No,
to finish.
no chance. They are just 2 points, 2 points ahead. They can finish seventh as well. I think I have Chelsea seventh.
so this is the
Ooh.
table in case you guys are
So what do you
wondering.
say,
They have a
Villa?
really tough fixture
Villa
as
coming
well.
back to Champions League.
Yeah, yeah. Villa will might sneak in, but like it also
Hmm.
depends. But Newcastle is one of them that's confirmed for
You know
me.
what's you know
Then
what is so funny about this
maybe
table?
Villa.
Look at Villa's goal difference. Zero.
Oh yeah.
They have scored as much as they conceded. That's crazy. Like for a team that's like
Hmm.
so highly talked about. Yeah.
Fulham are on
I
positive.
think
Then you have.
City will manage to sneak in into Champions League somehow.
Hmm.
I don't
Hmm.
trust Chelsea at all. I want them in Conference League at all. They need to be there. Come on, bro. Please.
I've been but honestly like this season they have been winning the matches they have to win. Like I'm not saying they're playing good against the top teams, but mid table to lower table they're winning most games.
At the start, they were good, but like after December or January, they've tapered down.
Hmm.
They're utter garbage to watch as well. I hope they finish seventh. I hate Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah, those all things are true.
Uh, yeah. Taken when CSK lose, humanity wins. When RCB lose, the earth is more peaceful. When CSK, dude, CSK, MI, and RCB, these three teams lose, right? It feels like finally, so
Yeah,
much joy, so much peace, like so much.
for me it's MI and CSK and RCB. It's like yeah they're like Tottenham.
See, I have a personal agenda against RCB, so
RCB is like Tottenham, like little bro. Like okay, whatever you do. Yeah.
uh, competition ही दे रहा है वैसे RR को.
Mm.
I think that's his team, maybe.
No, no, parts
RR
team.
is also playing crap, na? That's what he's saying this year.
But like okay, cool. Nah, it will happen fast. They aren't getting any criticism because they did a 4 week. But if they if this keeps happening next season, they will start getting targeted. They will get targeted.
Yeah, it won't happen. Pep Guardiola
They have
didn't
too
win
much money.
Champions League. Pep Guardiola didn't win Champions League for how many? 7 seasons,
Hmm.
and they were like there was never any conversation of like is he good enough for champion because he didn't win it at Bayern, he didn't win it at City for 7 or 6 seasons, and then
Hmm.
he won it. When he won it, he should have lost the final, like
Hmm.
against Inter Milan. But there was never discussion. And Arteta goes in Champions League his first season as manager. He lost to quarterfinal to Bayern,
Uh,
and now there's 3-0 up. and they're still like whatever debate. So yeah, it won't
On
happen with
on
City.
Monday we will discuss regarding this. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But like,
Uh,
speaking about Tottenham, right? This news was like out of the blue. Like,
good. He'll screw them also. Yeah.
uh,
He wants to destroy North London one club at a time. Yeah.
this kind of reminds me of that George Graham kind of thing. He was at Arsenal, managed Arsenal, but then went to Tottenham and managed them. But yeah, we'll see, we'll see.
George M is crazy though.
I mean,
Manager is
he's
something
just a
else.
CEO. Yeah, he's just a
Mhm.
CEO,
Exactly.
man. Like
CEO is okay.
he he'll just do the corporate stuff. I mean, you cannot blame these guys. If they're paid well, they'll go anywhere. So there's no
Exactly.
loyalty in this business.
Imagine a CEO
I
of
don't
one
understand
company
people
never going.
slandering him. Makes no sense.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
They just
agree.
don't know how the business works.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Imagine that
But,
every club only has one set of executives. No one would have a job after they get fired.
mhm. Spurs has a good midfield, a good attack, half decent wing backs, and somehow they're still being 15th is sympathized with just because it's
Yeah.
Spurs.
Spurs are a media darling, always. Because if you look at some of the pundits in the English media, Gary
Mm,
Lineker, he's played for Spurs.
mm,
Roy Keane has openly said that he was a boyhood Spurs fan.
mm,
Gary Neville has openly said that I have a soft spot for Spurs.
mm,
Liverpool fans don't really hate Spurs, so you don't have Jamie Carragher hating on Spurs or not.
mm,
Jamie Redknapp is a Spurs fan growing up,
mm,
and you have only Ian Wright who is like a Arsenal guy in the
mm,
English media.
mm.
So yeah, obviously Spurs won't get the same amount of criticism as Arsenal. I
Fair.
remember when Spurs finished ahead of us for 4 seasons or something. There was
Mhm,
a whole debate in the media: is the power divide in North London shifting? Yeah,
mm, mm,
I
mm.
don't know what happened to the debate now. Yeah,
I mean, you have to look at who owns the Spurs. I mean, right? Like
yeah,
Daniel Levy. His background, I mean, I will not state straight up, but like his background, like it helps with media and money. So you just know what
yeah,
it is.
exactly.
Literally, yeah. Did you get it? I don't think you guys
Yeah,
got it.
I understood what you meant. Yeah,
Repeat,
Yeah,
repeat, repeat, repeat.
no, it's
yeah,
okay.
no need.
Leave it. Hmm.
No, repeat. What?
Israel will
Repeat.
be on you. So
Yeah,
be quiet.
What? What?
Nothing, nothing.
Freaking tell, man.
he no, he has a lot of media influence. That's what he meant. Yeah,
Ooh,
Daniel Levy. Hmm. Yeah,
I didn't get it.
yeah, it's okay.
Okay, well, just it's just that like Jewish people own money
Oh
and
no,
media,
no, no,
so
no, no, no,
yeah,
no.
based on that, yeah,
You could
he's
have said
always
no.
biased.
You could have said I'll
I
text you in
said
DMs.
even said Israel will be on you, so you still even get you didn't get it.
Hmm.
चारों यार आर्सेनल की बात करते हैं. Yeah. Those centre backs who talk about highly a dog shit, they're good at everything. Defending.
Yeah,
Uh,
QT Romero, fucking rabbit down.
Cutie Robin.
Newcastle.
Top five.
Okay, yeah, I think top five. Chelsea's cheeks. Arey, Cold Palmer is playing, man. Penenka, Cold Palmer is playing. Like, Parth, are you
But
really going
wait,
to say?
what are the fixtures though? We have to see that.
We'll come to that. We'll come to that. And you fellows have been like going and talking to things. So, okay, I will go to this. You wait. I think Chelsea will drop and Newcastle and City will nick it. Fair enough.
I hope
Uh,
City don't. Honestly.
I'm in a mood to troll. World Cup and Messi has given Martinez and Romero the rep they carry. Mid pack is all they are. I think they're
I
like
agree.
very
Yeah,
Maguire. For country, they'll do everything, but for club, they're like shit.
Martinez,
yeah,
I
just a
don't
bunch of
understand what's the
thugs,
hype with Martinez. Honestly,
Mhm.
whenever I've seen him play, I
bunch of
haven't like
thugs.
been so surprised, like impressed.
Mm. Pratham supports RR. Fair enough. Surya's back. Spurs squad doesn't have proper leaders. I consider those squads as not good as any manager. Only leader maybe they have is Romero. He's not a leader. Romero is just
A leader
he's
who gets red card all the time is not.
this year
Can't keep his
he's not
discipline.
interested in Spurs. True. See, I think Romero would be a great Atletico Madrid player. I do not know why. He reminds me.
Yeah,
He
just
looks to
because
me
he's a
like
shithouse guy. Yeah,
And he's the most Atletico cold player in my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong. You need to have a good leader. With Chelsea, Loki kind of struggles with the same.
Yeah.
Fast and high key. Fair enough.
Every player is below 25, then obviously there's no
Mhm.
leader.
Yeah. It's good that people are doubting Arteta and Arsenal, and these few months are the golden chances for our teams to get to that fifth phase and start dominating. Maybe this is the bang
I don't
Arteta
want to
talk.
hear about these phases, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Arteta's fault. Don't
it's
just talk about
just
it.
a PR. I mean, like they can do internally, but like I don't understand this.
Yeah, I agree. You don't need to talk about these phases and all in
Yeah,
media.
it just sounds so cringe.
Yeah.
Uh,
City had no phases. This when they got the money. As soon as they got
hmm.
money, they bought players. They won. What phase? There was no phase. There's no project.
In
Yeah.
Chelsea can't be spoken as phase thing, man. Like suddenly, what in 1.5 years
You
or
have
two
one.
years?
You give 1.1 billion to someone club, and you're this dog shit. It's
Hmm.
what talk about project and phase. You give 1.1 billion to Arteta, and you tell him buy any player you want. He won't have any
Hmm.
phase. Yeah, he'll
Hmm.
win the league title next year. Yeah,
By last year we would have win, no by last year we would have won a league title already.
exactly.
Uh, Wait, it helps when you have no ops. City and Spurs fall in that category.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Naturally, they don't have any club other than like Spurs have Arsenal, but other than Arsenal, they
Chelsea.
have no really rivalry.
Chelsea.
Chelsea and Arsenal, they don't have rivalry with other teams.
Mm-hmm.
And then City, they were so irrelevant for so long that they don't have anyone who genuinely hates City. Yeah,
Put resilient on my resume and put watch Aditya Tare hit six against RR in 2014 live in the stadium. Oh my god! You watched Mumbai scam of that. Okay, this is
that was
great.
pure Ambani money. Yeah,
That's peak, man. That's peak.
script. That was script.
Kudos
Pure
to you.
script.
Still
Yeah,
supporting RR after all that shit. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
that match was a script.
Leicester City finished above us for 2 seasons. Oh yeah, oh
Bro,
yeah.
that still pisses me off so much.
That was the most horseshit kind of opinion that has ever featured on.
We have the streets, but we don't have the media.
We don't have the streets also, bro. We only have Arsenal. Arsenal fans is one community. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, we do.
Honestly, it was so nice to see
Hmm.
like our player being in the media spotlight for this week.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
Rice was in the media spotlight for every fan of football, not
Hmm.
just Arsenal fan.
True.
Like it
True.
was like a proper every football fan was like, wow,
Hmm.
that was
Hmm. Hmm.
awesome to see. Like that rarely happens.
True.
I
True.
think last
Uh,
time it happened was when Ozil was with us. Yeah, yeah,
Surya says if James is healthy, he's a leader for them, which is a big if. I mean, big
yeah.
if as in like what? Madison being a leader or like him being fit? Because even at Leicester,
James is the captain of Hospital FC. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Hospital FC.
and
Prathamesh.
Tommy is the right back for them.
Mhm. Hey Prathamesh, it's been a while. It's been a long time since you've been on this stream, and yeah, congratulations to you, Van Dijk
Liverpool
and
fan.
Salah. Yeah, Liverpool fan.
Mm.
Salah and Van Dijk. Prathamesh, you know what? We'll talk about football, but I think I need to ask you. I don't know if Ayush is still here, but yeah, it's to all the Liverpool fans out there, right? Since you are renewing Salah and Van Dijk, how much of this would affect your transfer planning? Because I think assuming that they're renewing means they'll get a contract which is like much more costlier, right? Would that affect your transfer budget in bringing in other players, or like to make sure that you guys, what do we say? You guys need to look into many positions. Like you need another center back, you need another left back, you need probably a right back cover as well. You need definitely a CDM because ground back is not a CDM who's being played as makeshift, but he's running out of steam. And is Endo being trusted by a slot? No, definitely not. In your right wing positions, you have Harvey Elliott who can play, but looks like he's not favored that much, so he might be on the move. Your striking positions, Nunes is not being trusted. Jota is good, but again, you got to look for more options, right? On the left hand side, you got Akpo and Diaz is sort of being out of favored or could be sold as well. Like, how does all of this look into it now that you have signed? Now that you have extended Salah and Van Dijk on higher wages, do you guys think it'll affect your transfer budget too? Let me.
I do think that not signing anyone in summer might help them eventually. Yeah, they might have money. They didn't sign. They signed only Chiesa, right, for 12 million.
For 30 million, they signed that goalkeeper as well, no?
But that is only that's like
Hmm.
I think in the rules it will come. It will like show up in the next season's books. Like
Mm-hmm.
how we signed Raya after one season, like and they sent him back on loan.
Mm-hmm.
So
No,
I
no, I'm not
guess
talking about books. I'm talking about like the FSG are kind of owners like who do not
yeah, they don't spend much. Yeah.
exactly. You know, that's what
I
I'm.
don't I don't understand why they really signed the keeper. Like
Hmm.
I know Allison is getting older, but I do think he has many years left in him.
No, I think
So
Kelleher is on the move. If I'm not wrong, maybe that is why.
because you could have just taken a backup guy. No, Manvadishvili is a starting level keeper. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
Parth,
think
how are you
Allison
tagging?
will leave soon, so
I
Okay.
think
probably
they have plans of selling Allison maybe. Yeah.
Hmm. Fair enough. Yeah. Cutie
Saudi
Romero,
calls.
Raja
Mm.
2025. Cutie.
Cutie Romero. That is so funny, bro.
I know it works on laptop. ये तो अलग ही conversation. Congratulations, guys. I hope. Okay. Go and watch who's sixth, seventh, and eighth in the French league. Well, uh, what is the league? Oh, Liga.
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 Liga. Liga.
French league. So if you go to their standings, who's sixth? Who's sixth? Nice. I am not reading it.
I guess Stade
Who's
Brestois
eighth?
is seventh.
Who's eighth? Who is eighth? Who is eighth? Who is eighth, bro?
This was like the CBS moment of our stream.
Nice setup. I saw it on Twitter. Not gonna. I saw
Okay,
this on
okay,
Twitter.
okay, okay. Okay.
I didn't realize it until I like read. I'm like, okay, good, kudos.
Dr. Vivek is quite naughty.
Uh, doctor for a reason. Fuck everything. I just want to win just to shut those cocky Madrid fans. I've seen them
Uh,
talk, and
I
bro
do
said
agree
not to
with
be
this.
cocky.
Like I don't know, maybe
Mhm.
they do have some reason to be cocky, but any team losing a first
Hmm.
like 3-0
Every
and
reason to be. I mean,
they're
they always come
so
back.
yeah, I know they're so confident that they'll come back. That's insane, bro. Like for me, it's like
Hmm. Hmm.
that's awesome to see
I
also.
don't think they'll come back, but you
Yeah,
never know
like
with
in
them.
my logically for me, I think the tie is over. Like any other team, it's over.
Hmm.
3-0 is
They,
like
Any
it doesn't happen. Yeah.
there's no more players like Benzema or Cristiano, so it's not
but
the
it is
same.
still see Raja in the World Cup final when Argentina scored two goals, we thought, when Argentina scored two goals, I thought, game done, khalas. Literally, in 5 minutes, Mbappe changed the entire scenario, right? So, Madrid factor is there, Mbappe
Honestly,
factor is
but
also there. I thought,
I mean, you're talking about club football, right? Like club football is entirely different from international football.
I
International
do I
football
do
is
feel
full of
that
vibes,
I
and
do
club
feel that
football is more
giving
structured,
Real
and we
Madrid
are the best at that.
yeah that's what be given Real Madrid deficiencies and our structure like logically I don't see it happening at all like
Unless we get a red card in the first half, we are not losing this. Basically, that. And I don't think
I
who is that stupid to get a red card in this scenario. I don't think so. There is anyone, but like you never know. That's the variable we have to go along with.
Mhm. Both of them had to continue. True, agreed. The next comment, I'm not going to pop it out. Not something I want to like. See, there are a few topics I don't talk about it publicly because
What is it?
I feel. Go ahead and read it for yourself in the comment section. I'm not going to read it out.
Where are
It's
we?
it's not like I don't have an opinion. I do generally have an opinion, but some things are best not said out loud because um, it brings in a lot of unnecessary conversation, hate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right, right.
When you know the
Yeah, right,
truth
right.
is something, and some people just don't want to talk the truth or face the truth, right? So it is needed to be spoken, but
No, no,
not.
no.
In,
Yeah, I mean, ball knowledge, bro. I mean, I'm not saying it's something bad. I'm just saying they have control over media, and basically that's why Spurs are more favored. That's it. That's all
Hmm.
I'm saying. I'm nothing against them. Nothing against, like, there's
Hmm.
nothing to talk about. Just that, like, they have that sort of an advantage. That's it.
It wouldn't really. They need a right wing and a centre back, so regardless. Okay, I think
Okay.
Liverpool. It wouldn't, to be honest. अगर Van Dijk renew नहीं करता, then it would have been a big problem. And we all know, Liverpool Football Club don't make superstar signings regularly. I believe we will have some smart cheap signings. Fairs, fairs. They're concerned with Allison injury. It was concussion, right? And Allison doesn't have a history of
No,
injuries, right?
he gets injured a
He
lot.
gets
Like, he
injured a
always
lot.
gets injured. Like,
How
his
many games
hamstring
Kaler
or
played this
cheap
season?
strings. Yeah.
Huh, okay, huh, fair. I mean, to be honest, all those injuries were also in the international camp, right? Now, I don't think most of those injuries were not even in the Premier League camp, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. A centre back, striker, and stadium is wow, wow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think they might get Dean Hoyson from
Hmm.
Bournemouth, and then like CDM. There
Hmm.
aren't many good options, but like
Huh.
I'm like, I fear they'll get Angelo Stiller, but we'll see.
Hmm. Hmm. I agree with this actually. Hoyson would be like great for like Liverpool because they want another centre back at the same time. Konate is also injury prone, so I think this game will not be a
Con
rotation. I
artist
think
is gone, bro. He's going to Madrid, I think. Con artist.
Konate.
Saliba
Yeah.
Uh,
to Madrid.
Nice, Nice, Lille, and yeah, Vivek Bhai is moving mental. मैं तो बस ऐसे ही बदनाम हो. Vivek Bhai is man of culture. I really get
That's fair.
so screwed if my mom sees this shit. It's fine for you to be cocky about our team, especially when it's Real Madrid, but to disrespect and downplay us, nah, I wouldn't take that. Fairs. They're concerned with Alisson's injury. That is why they brought Mohamed Davish. Yeah, fair enough. But I guess Madrid is behind him. I don't want my team to participate in a bidding war with them, and he's Spanish. He dreams of playing for Madrid. I
Hoyson.
don't. I get it. I think his release clause is the one, right? 50 million release. 50? Yeah, 50 million
Yeah.
release clause.
No, I read somewhere today that like Real Madrid don't want to pay that much for a 19-year-old,
Hmm.
which is fair because they, more than like just the player, they also look at like platforming them for bigger
Hmm.
things. So maybe they'll not go for it because they already have this guy Raul Asensio, right? Like another young player, so they might look for some experience. I think
Hmm.
someone in middle 20s, and always points out to Saliba, but I don't think so.
Fair enough.
But
Uh, good,
theoretically, if
good.
if Real Madrid come for Saliba, why would what is the reason he wouldn't go?
Um, we beat Madrid. They didn't beat Arsenal.
Not, no, no, not that,
Uh,
not that, but like,
I don't think there's any reason that you can say that he shouldn't go.
actually, you know what? Unless you are a winger, unless you're an attacker or a midfielder, I think you still have a place in Madrid to like
But
start.
Saliba would start
And that's what
immediately
that's no,
in
that's
Real
what
Madrid side.
in defense, any centre back that goes to Madrid has a chance to make it his own. Whereas in the attacking front, you have Vinny, Mbappe, Rodrigo, no chance. In midfield, you have Modric who's still making appearance. Tchouameni, unless they sell him, nobody could make it.
It's re-
Madrid midfield is just Valverde and Inshallah. Like others are just garbage.
Hmm.
I mean,
it,
at the end, Modric is at the end of his cycle, and Chouameni is one of the most inconsistent players around. Kamavinga, I don't know. His confidence seems low. Sometimes he plays well, sometimes he doesn't.
True,
Uh,
true.
it just depends on the scenario. But like Madrid really need a player who can control the ball like Toni Kroos used to do. They
Hmm.
really lack that profile of a player, and I think that's why they're being linked with Zubimendi. But
Zubimendi. Yeah.
True.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Welcome to the club, Parth, and that is what I was trying to make you all understand. I've seen the arsenal of Henri, and it is why Henri has that incredible sauce, his confidence.
Mhm.
One day that
True.
order will be converted to one of our strikers that we potentially will sign back. One day, one day. There are many centre backs playing in Portugal, and Everton we can target. Schlotterbeck is a good example.
Yeah.
One day is a good example.
Diamond. Schlotterbeck won't leave. He's going to be the next Dortmund captain. I think at least he's for the next couple of seasons he won't leave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sad that Sporting signed the winger. Chelsea signed the winger from Sporting. He had talent. Quenda. What is the name? Quenda or something?
Oh yeah, Quenda is
Yeah,
left.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Chelsea signed him.
Chelsea signed. Destroyed his career, bro.
Mhm.
Even Estavio, such a great talent from Brazil, now going to Chelsea of all clubs.
I don't see him that level of talent. I think he's quite slow for a winger at Premier League level.
But whatever, he
Slums of
already
Brazil, he
destroyed his
can
career by
dribble
going.
through 10 players, but like he can dribble through 10 players for in the slums of Brazil. But like here, I don't think he can do that.
Mm, you never know. You never really know. Nice to see that we have hit 561 subscribers. Only 39 more to go for 600. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this was elite con artist. If Ancelotti gets sacked, who replaces him? Does Ancelotti retire or go on to? I think he should go to Brazil to manage the big
Yeah,
egos
yeah, Brazil, 100%.
because yeah, Brazil.
Brazil, you're right? Like Brazil are destroying themselves by going by this rule where they don't appoint a foreign manager.
Hmm.
They are all the managers they have are pure garbage, and that's why all the World Cup results are just showing themselves, right? Like Brazil is never in conversation of winning a
No, I think they
World
do
Cup,
need a
and
manager
yeah,
who opens up the game. Like they shouldn't play European style. That team, yeah, like it's so.
Ancelotti is perfect for that.
Yeah,
Whatever they
exactly.
want to do.
Ancelotti is perfect for them. Like just
Hmm.
go and vibe. Just vibe. Yeah.
Um,
There's a method to that madness for Ancelotti at least.
can somebody read it because I can't in the surrounding that I'm in. Please, I
Next
beg.
comment. Yeah.
Next one.
Can't you read it?
just,
Can't you read it?
just.
And
I hate reading this. I'm not getting clipped. Yeah.
No, trust me, I can't read this comment because of the surrounding.
Next comment.
yeah,
Let's
yeah, change
acknowledge
this
the
next.
comment. Yeah.
Doctor will be a doctor.
Wait, wait. What the
Yeah,
hell is happening? Uh, Addison has three hamstring injuries in the last 2 years.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was telling about. Like, his hamstrings are
Allison
bad.
is missing around 10 to 12 games from the last 2 seasons, and we are lucky to have a backup like Keller. Fair enough. Signing Mama was a good decision from the management. Fair.
Yeah, but
Uh, and
Even he's laughing. Fair enough.
Mhm. What do you guys think? Which Kaha Jaiga? I think he's leaving Leverkusen. See, he's leaving.
City.
Yeah, he's leaving
City,
City.
yeah, City. Most obvious successor to KDB.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy.
Mm-hmm. And I think he won't go to City. I think City will not just sign Words. I think they will sign him and Gibbs White because Gibbs White has all the dog work in him, whereas Words can just be the creative midfield that they need. Right? So I think
City
imagine.
will go crazy in this summer window, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I can see that happening.
They'll get that announcement from Premier League as well about their case. I think they'll escape that and they'll go ham with the transfer.
yeah.
And also, I know they spent what close to 200 million in the winter window, but that kind of balances the book, right? Because they've let go on Alvarez.
City,
Uh,
City bought
City.
all the average players. Yeah,
Hmm, true. I mean, Marmoush has been good. We do not know how he'll
not
be.
only decent one, but like the other ones, Nico Gonzalez, all these guys are like pretty mid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel Prathamesh is targeting Hato. Yeah, yeah, true. This right? I don't know
We
if
were
Ar-
linked with him in the summer, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if
Mm.
Arush,
I mean,
if
we
Arush is
have
still
Lewis
on
Kelly. We will not need him.
Yeah, yeah, but
board.
in the summer we were linked.
I do want to get him, but the fact that we got Color Fury, MLS, uh,
We
oh,
don't need to touch our defense unless they get injured. Yeah.
but I think one defender
We
is
need a
definitely
one center back is needed
one
100%.
for
I
sure.
mean,
Yeah,
we are
maybe.
light for a
We're,
cover for
we're
Saliba.
assuming that Zini and Tierney are gone for sure, right? And then Tomiyasu, we do not really know how fit he is. Also, that's also an issue.
Oh man, we
So
forgot about him.
I didn't forget. He's
That's what I
always
said.
been.
I said James
I
is the
forgot.
right captain of Hospital FC, but Tommy is the right back. Even though
Mhm,
James is there, even in Hospital FC is on the bench. Yeah,
mhm. Uh, Prathamesh, wait, what?
City most
Okay,
probably. Yeah,
City.
Prathamesh is
words,
captain.
words.
True, true.
It's better to call this guy on stream. This guy is a menace on the comments. Yeah.
How
He's
many times
having
I've asked,
fun.
the number of times I've asked Dr. Bibi to come on stream, right?
No, I'm talking about Parth. Yeah.
Mhm. Actually, you know what? On Twitter, I'll clip this and put this on Twitter. We'll see. Uh, yeah, Jarrell Hatto, good friend of Gravenberg and Timber, if you didn't know. He was at Anfield for Ipswich game. It would be a great signing. Dutch manager, Dutch. Oh, Hatto was it? Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
Dutch
know.
player coming to play a rivals game. That means he's signing for
Mm,
Arsenal. Yeah.
mm, mm.
Remember Timber coming to United game? All the
Means
I
United.
don't know. I watched him play a couple of times. I think he makes a lot of mistakes. I don't really like him
He's
as a
still a
profile.
young guy. He's still a young, very young kid, man. What? He's 18,
Bro,
19, but yeah.
JT was next level at that age.
Even
And
Delete
also,
was so good at Ajax at
uh,
17. Yeah.
De Jong, yeah. Wait, yeah. How hard does Allison kick the ball? How are his hamstrings like string cheese? Same case applied to Mike
Mike
Mann.
Mannion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really annoying,
Yeah.
right? Like as a goalkeeper, you're getting injured all the time. Mike Maignan is had a one brilliant season where like AC Milan won the
Hmm,
Serie A, right?
Did
So
they win Syria?
after that, like he's
Oh
yeah,
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 they
yeah.
are.
When Ibrahimovic was there, yeah, yeah, last season, yeah,
hmm, hmm,
last
hmm.
season of Ibrahimovic, yeah.
They won, and he has always been constantly getting injured. And, as you are a goalkeeper, bro, like why are you getting so many injuries? I don't, it doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you, Foden will be shipped. Wait on us. I can see that happening if next season also if he doesn't perform. To be fair, we'll see.
Foden's will end up at Barcelona, maybe. They like that type of players.
Yeah.
Marmoush would have been perfect
Mm.
for the
Oh yeah, I
tennis
mean
ball.
he was perfect for Liverpool, man. Like
He
I,
was, he
I
was.
actually thought they'll go for him.
Mhm. Um,
He'd be lethal in that system.
why, bro? See, if I was at home,
Okay,
I would
okay,
have
ahead,
rented.
ahead, ahead.
If I was at home, I would have rented, but it
Let's
is
just
what it is.
caught up with time.
I agree. I yeah yeah. Heard Frimpong to Liverpool.
He's
Yeah,
been,
makes sense.
he's been
It's
kind of
pretty much
bad this season,
possible.
though. I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this
Yeah,
season, yeah.
overall a good player though.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
pretty good.
He's 19, I guess. Yeah. I, wait.
I think he
I,
was 18 when we
I
literally
told
idolized.
daily idolizes. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. And he
How
even
old
spoke
is Timber?
20, but
Timber is 20, is 20 same age as Saka,
I think
2001.
23. Yeah.
He'll be 24 this year.
mhm.
Me.
Congrats.
Timber is
Uh,
next level.
Ainsley, people say Trent can't defend. Frimpong is just Trent on steroids. His defensive attributes are not that good.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, Frimpong, right? Like what to say, his runs in behind sometimes like they can create a lot of chances. I mean, Trent does it with his passes and stuff, but like Frimpong creates a lot with his runs. I think he'll be perfect for Liverpool. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but like maybe they'll be similarly weak in defense, but like it's a trade-off, right? Like you get something ahead and you lose something behind. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just that.
Frimpong Ainsley getting Frimpong after Trent leaves. What? Sorry, Ainsley. Wait. Getting Frimpong after Trent
At.
leaves.
That is
Perfect.
at.
Yeah, that's what. Frimpong seems. Whoa. No, actually, I seen United cold because Amram is there. Na? Amram plays a five-man back system, and he wants his like wing backs to just dart and all that stuff. So I think he would be decent for Amram. Uh, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh yeah, yeah. He actually plays in that sort of a role for Leverkusen as well, right? Like they play three at the
Exactly.
back and like a five,
Hmm.
similar type of system to what Amarim does.
Exactly. Exactly.
Frimpong plays right back and
Hmm.
Dorgo is left back, I
Right
think.
or right wing, but yeah,
Hmm.
Dorgu.
Exactly. Okay, now
They could target him.
we can finally talk about Premier League football. That was the stream about, but I
Oh,
guess yeah.
Oh, you
Uh,
haven't talked about this till now.
Sir, the kind of comments that were happening, right? We had to interact. Uh, Man City versus Crystal
Yeah,
Palace.
let's just keep interacting, bro. Like, what is there to talk about Premier League anyway? It's
Yeah,
boring.
I am not complaining. Why does it look like I was complaining? I was not complaining.
Crystal Palace
Bro,
will win 3-1.
things are going off in chat. Like, come on, let's just be.
Mm-hmm. It's a sign of great growth understanding, right? Yeah.
I mean, it's
Palace.
just Parth speaking, part of the panel. But at least
Uh,
Ainsley is there and Prathamesh. Really
mm-hmm.
nice to have you guys.
Yeah. Oh, this is the first time Raja has said something appreciating to the concurrent viewers. This is new.
How
Uh,
many are there?
mm-hmm. Now we have 7. At our peak, we were at 13, if I'm not wrong. But yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hmm. I think Palace could do a number. We never know because they're on form. Right?
Oh yeah.
Everton,
Where is this one? Wait, let me check.
I
the
want
table.
Palace to win FA Cup. Yeah,
Sir, we'll talk about Premier League for a change.
but
It's
I
at
want Palace
It's
to.
at Etihad.
Yeah, it's a
Maybe
Etihad.
they'll do something.
Predictions. City versus Palace.
Predictions. Okay, that one.
Hmm?
I think Eze and others are also fit, and Adam Water is also fit.
Mm-hmm.
So Mateta is he fit? Mateta is he back?
Yeah, Matita is
Yeah,
fit.
yeah, yeah.
He's back. He's back.
Okay, I'm going to 2-1 Crystal Palace or 2-0 Crystal Palace.
Ooh, okay. What what are your predictions, Salman? And in the meantime, people in the comment section, let us know your predictions as well.
2-2 all.
Two
Hmm.
all. Wow. I feel a weirdly 1-2 to Crystal Palace win.
Yeah, that's what I said as well.
Forest versus Everton. Do I want Forest to win? Yeah, definitely. But at the same
Yeah, yeah.
time,
Forest need to win Champions League next season. I'm really excited to see that.
see, no, I
Yeah,
see that. I
same.
see that. But if you look at pride, right? If Arsenal fall below Nottingham Forest, I mean,
Bro, doesn't matter, second or third. Yeah.
true,
Yeah, I
true.
just qualify for UCL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are your predictions for the Forest versus Everton game?
2-0 Forest. Hmm.
Ooh, 2-0 Forest. Okay. You? Parth? I
Yeah, yeah,
mean,
same.
Raja?
Where,
2-0.
where is this one?
At
Yeah, at
At
Forest Ground.
Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, yeah.
mm,
Yeah, probably a cheeky 1-0. I don't think there'll be. Either it's 1-0 or a final. That sort of a
mm,
game for
Yeah,
mm,
Nottingham.
Everton can't score, man, for a shit. So, unless they
mm,
get a freak penalty. Yeah. So,
mm. But I weirdly feel it'll be a weird 1-0 win to Everton.
oh,
1-0
Everton.
win
man.
to
You rate
Everton.
Everton way highly. They're garbage.
Yeah.
Outside of Goodison, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do not know why we are linked to Isak. We didn't sign Marmoush for
This is
70 and
same
sign
with
him.
Arsenal. It's the same with Arsenal.
No,
We
but
Arsenal
didn't sign
dropping
Isak for
one.
70 million.
We also didn't sign Isaac for 70 and we'll drop
mm,
150 on him. Like, what the heck? Yeah.
we put 105 million for like Declan Rice. We should have easily put 200 for him and still we
But
would look cheap. But
Declan Rice was like, he's the only player who does what he does. Like,
mm,
in
mm,
the, especially in Prem Pro.
mm.
Yeah.
True.
We have options for other than Isaac if you want to save money and buy other players also.
Mhm. Let's talk about Premier League. My response, अपना क्या लेना देना Salman. Uh,
No,
if
I
we
believe in Premier League. Liverpool bottling.
Yeah, next time.
okay,
Just four
um,
losses, right? One loss Anfield, one loss against tomorrow against who are they playing?
oh, will come,
Who
will
are
come, comes.
yeah, whoever they're playing, they're going to lose, and then last day they will lose. Yeah, yeah.
The thing is that.
Potter will easily win at Anfield. No, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
dreams,
Uh,
dreams. They just signed a
who's
new contract. They'll obviously turn up, bro. Why are you
mhm,
so underestimating Liverpool? If they were not,
who's
if they didn't sign the contract, I'd have said like, okay, there's an
mhm.
uncertainty and they might lose. But
no,
like
but
now after the contract announcement, I don't think they'll lose. They'll win
after the contract they'll get
comfortably.
complacent now. Next
Mhm.
season we are anyway there at Liverpool. Now they'll
Mhm.
just chill. Yeah.
Bournemouth were doing really good. Ariola linked to Spurs and they started to have a downfall. Coincidence? I really don't think so. Uh, might start watching Arsenal properly from next season. So much Prem talk and Arsenal talk. Ainsley, bro, I think you are our Honorary Arsenal fan.
Arsenal fan. Yeah, yeah.
Honorary Arsenal fan. I mean, this bro, right, has been consistently coming on the channel at least for 10-15 minutes whenever he has time. He's always been on channel. So kudos, man. I think because of you is when I started to talk about La Liga and Syria. Because before I used to think, do we really need to talk about the other leagues? Because I do not think many people would be interested. But the fact that you are showing up, it made me realize that you know what, I should do something. That's when we started talking about La Liga, Bundesliga, and Serie A as well. Thanks for being there. I will be coming on the panel जल्दी भाई लोग अभी suitable time नहीं मिलता commenting while being out is easy to do ना bro. Fair enough. This guy always keeps traveling, either train, bus. He's always been traveling. Even during a party, he came on. He came and started to comment. So yeah, unreal dedication. Parth, yeah, I wanted to say this for a long time. You're here for all the times and appreciate it, bro. Yep. I do watch Prem a lot because the timings of the games. True. La Liga timings are pretty horrendous to be fair. When or if we reach finals, you guys arrive. The match will be a thing of joy, and we are your antidotes and not Inter Milan. Whoa. Okay. Okay.
I don't think Barcelona will get past Inter Milan in semis. They're
Yeah,
going.
I was going to say the same. I think
Mhm.
Inter is the kind of team that you think that you'll beat them and you just can't. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it was a Bayern game and you're thinking how did they lose
They
this match?
actually thrive. They actually thrive against teams like Barcelona who play highline, right? They have
Mhm.
like this system where they just suck you in and then just
Exactly.
pass the ball, and in the next moment, their fullbacks are exactly in a space to cross to the striker and then just score.
Mhm.
I think Barcelona will struggle so much against Inter Milan.
I was a Bayern game and against Inter and I was like, how does
Bastoni,
Bayern lose this?
you'll see why Bastoni is like 200 million defender in that game whenever the
Mhm.
semi-final happens.
Mhm. Prathamesh says chance of Rice winning the Puskas this year.
For that one, nah.
Hmm.
I really don't see. It was a phenomenal free kick, and it's been a while since we saw any crazy free kicks out
If
there.
it was Messi, yes, but not no. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Did Messi win Puskas for that goal, that free kick goal against
No,
Liverpool?
I'm
No, no,
saying
no.
that
Chance.
if
They
Messi
don't give
does
it to free kick.
they
Hmm.
will like they'll make some rule and they'll give it to Messi. Yeah.
Only Giroud got that from Arsenal,
Or
I
if
think, if I remember
or if it is
correctly.
Messi, they'll
Scorpion
just
King.
cancel the award for 1 year, so that they cannot they don't have to give it to another player.
You never imagine what my response was to Ainsley's comment. What? I have no idea. To be fair, I'm just happy where we have reached the season's semifinals of the UCL mostly. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
true.
enjoying the season till now. Yeah, fair enough.
If we reach
I mean,
a semi also,
I mean,
but
starting the
Hawks,
season. Yeah, go
but
ahead, go ahead.
Nottingham will come back in the second leg. I don't know why they're assuming they're in the semi-final already.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Signal Iduna Park, we are coming. Dortmund is coming.
Mhm.
4-0.
Sure. Lol, Messi never won the Puskas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They must have been like
Salman Bhai, good response, brother man. Yeah. Inter's defense is so good. Probably best in Europe currently. Um. Yeah, you
I
could
don't know
say.
about the defense as players.
Hmm.
Obviously, Bastoni is really good, but
Hmm.
best system defensively, I feel yes.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
Hmm.
mean, they're hard to beat, but I think Arsenal and Inter are about similar levels, at least in the terms
I
of
think
defense.
I
But
think
like Inter
XG
have
wise,
better execution in terms of attack compared to us. That's the only difference.
Hmm.
I think
Hmm.
XG wise, yeah, we gave lesser chances away in Champions League. Even though we considered bit more than Inter, we gave
Hmm.
lesser like proper good chances to defenses in Champions League than
Hmm.
Inter. Even though Inter, I think have very many clean sheets in Champions League this year.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Fair enough. For some reason, it's always Spurs winning the Puskas awards. Yes, Lamela, and when Lamela won Puskas for that,
Yeah, yeah, even.
Robena, is it called Robena?
Rabona, man, come
Rabona,
on.
Rabona, Rabona. I was like, really? Puskas for this?
No,
Okay,
but that goal is insane, man. Honestly.
I agree, but like, yeah, okay, okay.
And
Yeah, it's
I
not easy,
remember
bro.
the
Your ankles will break if you try that. It's
Huh.
not easy, especially while
don't
running and
underestimate
all that.
Sucheet. No.
Can you like not start this, Salman? I beg you.
At
Salah has
16, he
won.
was doing stuff that Partey doesn't do nowadays. Yeah,
Ainsley, Salah has won a Puskas, by the way. Yeah. So,
that was
uh,
the most dumbest Puskas award. No.
mm-hmm. Yeah, the defense is the best. Our out of position is the best. OOP. Yep. Right. Rice is third in the list of forward passes, just 17 behind Rodri and 26 behind Bruno. Rodri has not played most of the season and he's still there in the top three. Wow. Okay. Um, oh my God, it's been a while since he appeared on the channel. Yes, I. Imagine we reach final and Kai coming back from injury and coming from the bench and score.
That will be so amazing. Imagine Kai scoring the winning goal for both the London clubs in the Champions League final.
Yeah, just imagine the plight of Chelsea fans, like him scoring for Arsenal and that. And I don't think.
No, but Arteta told that he might come back for the season.
Huh. I mean,
Yeah,
he's not put in a timeline like how he's not done for Calafiori as well. But the fact
that is
that
all PR tactics, man. Arteta, like,
you really think Calafiori will be ready for this weekend,
no,
basically
but
tomorrow.
he'll be ready soon. Yeah.
Fine, man, whatever.
But Saka also, when Saka was ready, he's like, this he's getting ready on the pitch and all these like lines. Arteta just says the most robotic lines in the press conference. Honestly, it's
So
like it's so
regarding
Yeah,
boring.
injury,
for the next one.
his code got sent up. Oh yeah, that
Who?
was peak.
Lamela.
Lamela,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, in that match, right? Yeah,
Bro,
that was
Suchi
Odegaard's
haven't
first goal
tried.
for Arsenal in that match. Yeah.
Huh. Suchi bro
Which
haven't.
girlfriend of yours is Ravina, bro?
What? Suchi bro,
He's
have you
talking
tried a
about
Rabina?
Rabona, but like the way he wrote it, right? Rabina. I'm asking like
No, I
whose
think he's trying to
ex-girlfriend of
mock me.
yours is Suchit?
No, I think he's trying to mock me because I said it like that, right?
Suchit was
It's really
prime
difficult.
Parth.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite skills also. Um,
Yeah,
my
he
my
did it in school at least 2 3 times. Yeah, yeah, at least.
अच्छा भाई लोग चलता हूँ सभी 12 को मेरा सलाम 12
Oh.
there are 12 people.
Huh?
I mean there were 12 people but okay मेरा सलाम दुआ हो. Somebody just read it man, I can't, it's too much Hindi for me.
अच्छा अच्छा भाई लोग चलता हूँ सभी 12 लोगों को मेरा सलाम दुआओं में बनाए रखना स्वस्थ मस्त एंड व्यस्त रहना आप सब सलमान और राजा भाई आप पढ़ के समझा देना सुचित गारू को बाय गाइस
Yeah, fair enough.
He's definitely not wrong. He's
सुचित गारू इज नाइस I think I should calling
no no no
Suchit Garu.
no. This season CSK and Man City are playing the same. I'm happy, I'm not complaining, but
Oh,
But
yeah
at
need
least,
to check.
City scored their sold their Tala. Yeah, CSK is still going with their Tala.
On that note, I think it'll be nice to wrap it up. Any final comments from the?
Yeah, I need to just say one last point.
So we
Uh,
just,
no, I need to say it. Like I wanted to say it before this stream. I wanted to say this
Bro,
point.
bro, even after
Uh,
that was SRK, SRH are still lost. What the hell?
no,
I
wait. Before we wrap up the stream, any final comments from the chat? Let us know. In the meantime, panelists, any final words? Happy?
yeah.
Happy?
No. I wanted to say that point. Like I think the guest said that we'll play a weakened team against Brentford.
Hmm.
I highly doubt that because I
Hmm.
think Brentford is a really good audition or practice for the kind of game we'll have against Real Madrid because Brentford is really good in transitions
Hmm.
and they like to play. They like to play on the attack in
Hmm.
like counter attack. So
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
think Arteta will use the Brentford game to kind of suss his tactics for the Real
Hmm.
Madrid game. So
Don't be mad when Sterling and Trossard, the front
no, no,
line will be Sterling, Trossard, and
I
who
won't.
else will
I'm not
have?
saying that he'll play a strong 11, but I'm saying tactically he will use that game to like kind of sus how to play against Brentford. Yeah.
No, no, no. I
That's
don't
that's
think
what
he'll do that.
he did it. He did it at Everton also. I feel like
You
he
you'll
kind of
see Jorginho start, and then like in attack you'll see Trossard and Mr. Raheem Shillings. You'll see him,
Raheem
and
Shillings, Sterling
and
scoring against
Putin.
Brentford. I feel it. Yeah.
No, I think Ethan will start. I think Ethan will definitely start.
Ethan will start, and then even this guy, right, who Ben White will start, and then
Who
Miles
is
yeah,
will
it'll be
Ben
a
start.
White?
lot of changes.
But
Mm-hmm.
Saliba, Kiwior, Miles will 100% start.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Uh,
Saliba is for sure. Miles, I don't know. We'll see. And it depends on Calafio's fitness.
and I, no.
If Calafiori was fit for the game tomorrow, Arteta would have started. Yeah.
Man,
Uh,
we've raised Saliba so much this season. He
yeah,
barely had any rest.
it's genuinely scary. But you think Party will play right back? I'm sorry, never mind. Uh, Suchi is reading Hindi. Okay. uh, Talafiora.
Calafiori.
Uh,
Aura
uh,
Farmer.
I love the streams, man. Yes, that's all. Yep. Yeah, I think that's it from the chat. I'm assuming that's it from the panelists as well. Or do you guys want to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
something?
yeah. Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing else.
Okay. Till we see you soon on Monday. Till then, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're in the world. Peace.